Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have our good friend Ryen Russillo. NBA preview finally here. Hour and a half with Russillo. We talk about the NBA, but we also sprinkle in a lot of other stuff. We're also going to talk about Monday Night Football, the end of Super Wild Card Weekend, Hot Seat, Cool Throne, and the Kansas City Chiefs-aholic bet has gone to a coin flip. So the end of the show, we're going to do a 7-game series, flipping a coin to decide if Jake has to dress up like a felon and sully his reputation for life and go to Kansas City on Saturday, or if PFT and I have to help him out with the hot dogs. So packed show, awesome show. It's brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. When you're juggling work, family, and life in general, things can feel chaotic. That's why Coors Light helps you find moments to unwind all year long. Whenever you need to hit the reset, reach for Coors Light. It's made to chill, and there's only one beer out there that's literally made to chill. That is Coors Light. I love cracking open an ice-cold Coors Light. You know it's cold because the mountains on the cans or bottles turn blue. Sitting on the couch, watching football, nothing better. Embrace these last few weeks of football and do it with an ice-cold Coors Light because it's time to relax. It's time to treat yourself with some football and Coors Light. So when it is time to unwind, when you do want to chill out, go to the bar with your friends, hang out at home, go to the backyard, whatever it is, Coors Light is the beer I reach for. So when you want to hit that reset, grab the beer that's made to chill. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Coors Light is the beer of 2023. It's our favorite beer in the whole world. It's one of our favorite sponsors. We love Coors Light, and you should too. Tweet us your pics of the mountains turning blue on your cans or bottles. We will retweet them. Okay, let's go.
Now in the street there is violence, and a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out or washing, and then I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to
It's Pardon My Take,
Electric Avenue,
presented by
and then we'll
Barstool
take it
Sports.
higher.
Welcome to Pardon My Take. Today is Wednesday, January 18th, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are dead. D-E-A-D, dead. Apologies are in order.
Disgusting season by the
Disgusting
Tampa Bay.
season.
I'm personally offended as a football fan by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And there are apologies in order. I would like to formally apologize to one Dakota Prescott because I was wrong. He was sensational on Monday Night Football.
Playoff Dak.
He was absolutely shut the haters up. I include myself in that camp. I was very wrong. Not to be Skip Bayless, but I was wrong about being wrong about the Bucs, and ultimately I was right. I should have listened to my former self when Jake gave me the reminder. The Bucs are who we thought they were. They're just not a very good football team.
I mean, this is tough for Byron Leftwich because he was the hot name as an offensive coordinator. It was like, oh, who's going to hire Byron Leftwich next year? He got dismissed after the game. I don't even think that he had left the field by the time that they said it was like a World Cup firing where it's like, okay, obviously whatever happened wasn't good enough. The Bucs offense was, again, depressing to watch.
It's the old saying, when someone tries to tell you who they are, listen. You know,
Yeah.
like if someone's actions are a certain way, that's probably who they are. The Bucs offense, we listened, we watched for 17 games, and it was the same thing. That one fucking second half against the Panthers when Tom Brady was throwing deep to Mike Evans just screwed up my brain. But they were the same pathetic offense all year where it was little short passes, Tom Brady scared to get hit, throwing the ball into the ground, not being able to run the ball. It just was a full display of what we've seen and what we knew they were, and I got fucking duped by my own stupidity.
It was a bad display of football.
Very
and,
bad.
I mean, Tom Brady was the one that was saying he's been watching a lot of film around the league this year. There's a lot of ugly football. Tom Brady has been he watches a lot of his own film. We know that. That's what he was mistaking it for because that is I was depressed watching. By the end of that game, I left with like a minute left in the game. I could not bring myself to watch any more Bucs football.
And you know what? What's so weird about Tom Brady, because I do think that he's probably not retired. The comments that he was making after the game felt like, I'm done with the Bucs. But all the talk about where he could land, the Raiders, the Dolphins, the 49ers, even though Kirk Warner's their quarterback, the Jets, which I threw out there, which would be hilarious for the Billy Hank dynamic. My Jets theory is simple. It's just that Zach Wilson said whoever comes in, any veteran quarterback that comes in, he's going to make their life hell. I assume that means he's going to fuck that guy's wife. Tom Brady doesn't have a wife. Jets solve their own problem.
Now, but Tom Brady also might hit up Giselle and be like, hey, it's January. I got a lot of free time. We've never hung out in January before.
Right.
You want to just give this a chance and see where it goes?
That's a great point.
Because they say before you get married to somebody, you should be with them through every season of the year. They've never spent time together during the playoffs.
Right. Yeah. No, it's true.
And he might be a great husband in early February and late January. We don't know.
Yeah. He's the GOAT husband. He just never had a chance in it. But the Tom Brady, watching him play, I actually think he's almost like tortured because his arm it's not like Peyton Manning, last days of Peyton Manning, where his arm was completely shot. Tom Brady's arm is still fine. His brain is still fine. His legs and his want to stand in the pocket have completely eroded.
I think that's part of his brain. I guess it's his spine. His spine's not okay because he's been hit so much this year that he's gun shy, and it's gotten to the point where you feel bad for him in the pocket. When he sees somebody coming, he's bailing out of throws.
But
he's throwing as he's turning away. And when he was running with the ball and they were like chasing it, I said at the time, it's like watching your grandfather trying to ice skate.
Yeah.
You just assume that something awful is about to happen.
Yeah.
This clip does not end well for Tom Brady.
Or not even ice skate, because ice skate takes some skill. It's like watching your grandfather try to go down like a steep hill.
Yeah.
Like where it's like, oh, this hill's, okay, these first two steps, I'm okay. And it's like, wait, hold on, I got to hold on to something here.
Yeah, it's or like when your grandfather gets on a sled once a year, he's like, well, I think I still got a couple reps in me.
Yeah.
And he gets down and he's like, oh, well, this was a bad idea.
But I would imagine that Tom Brady in practice, that's got to be the torture part. Where in practice, when you're not hitting, he's doing everything that he's always done. And he feels probably the exact same that he's always felt. And then the live reps come. And I know, obviously, their offensive line was banged up and they weren't great this year. But still, like, watching him essentially say, when the pressure even gets a little bit close to me, I'm out, I'm throwing it, I'm done, throwing it into the ground, it's sad to watch.
How bad is this for the 80 for Brady buzz that's going to be going? Like, they were counting on him getting a deep postseason run just to promote that movie a little bit. Now he's not going to be on TV as much anymore. It's going to be tough for box office. I think, really, Tom Brady is... He's been a great quarterback for a long time. I think he might have some time left in him, but you do have to wonder if maybe losing his biggest support staff leading up into the season, especially into these playoffs, had a mental effect on him. Of course, by that I mean Hank.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Gronk, too.
No, Hank completely bailed on his hero and refused to support him in the playoffs. And you think maybe going into this game, if there's one person Tom could have counted on for his whole career, it was Henry Lockwood.
Yep.
And knowing that he lost his oldest friend who's now supporting Dak Prescott, that probably weighed very heavily on his shoulders.
And so if you notice at the beginning of the show, I said there's apologies, plural, in order. One of my apologies is for Dakota Prescott, who was sensational. I'll say it again. He was absolutely lights out. I know that we said Daniel Jones played the best of the weekend. I mean, Dak was pretty much played perfect football.
It was dynamic.
He was dynamic. My other apology is for Tom Brady, because you shouldn't have to go out like that with Hank turning his back on you.
That's
and really, when it comes down to it, all I was thinking about Monday Night Football, like the story of that game, the biggest loser in all of this is Hank.
Well, Hank had supported him from the start. He went to jail for it.
Right.
Like, how much bigger of a fan can you be of a man than Hank was of Tom Brady? And then at the slightest sense of maybe this might be some adversity that we're going to have to deal with for the first time ever, Hank was like, that star looks pretty good on the side of those helmets.
What do they say about the wall? Are you supposed to
defund the wall?
Defund the wall.
Defund the wall.
That's Hank's statement. So, in all seriousness, Hank, you were right about the Cowboys in the first round.
And I'll say this to you, Big Cat. As much as I listen and follow Tom Brady, probably the one person I listen and follow to more is you. You're been a central figure, leading by, example in my life. And what you said to Jake was true. Don't bet on Tom Brady in the playoffs. And I knew that I know how smart past Big Cat is, and I wasn't going to let current Big Cat get in the way of that.
It was one of the dumbest bets I've ever made, given all the circumstances and the fact that I actually had such a good read on this Bucs team, and then I just got swept up in, well, it's Tom Brady and Dak Prescott. I don't really believe in him, and it went exactly the reverse. And I make a pledge. I will always listen to your reminders.
I had one for this coming weekend too for the divisional round. Don't bet on the Bucs.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good. I done. I'm already listening. Look at that. New Year's resolution. So, but Hank, you're right about the Cowboys for the first round. Now, people were demanding an apology. I don't think that you deserve apology till the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Then you get to do a victory lap that will make me want to throw up.
Dude, this entire thing was not about you winning a first-round playoff game.
No, and that's why.
Do you want a banner?
You thought there was
a banner
seed
for that?
That's where I removed the Tom Brady of it all. The Bucs are going to win the Super Bowl. It's unfortunate that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. It's unfortunate they had to play against the Bucs, but that's just the way she goes sometimes. So I had to bet against them against the Bucs because I'm betting against them against every team they play because I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. It was not personal between me and Tom. I also have bet on the Bucs 20 times this year, and they've lost every single time. So I wasn't. I love Tom. I'll forever love Tom.
Do you think Tom took it personal though?
No,
I think he probably had to.
I don't think he did.
He's Team Hank till he dies, and then you just spat in his face.
That's true.
I didn't. He doesn't follow me. I got him. I went out of my way to get him to follow you, but he doesn't follow me, so I don't even think he saw it.
No, he was DMing me last night after the game. He was like, "What's up with Hank? How come?
Yeah.
What have they done to my boy?"
I watched the stream. It felt like he wasn't cheering for me. Something. Did I say something?
Also, ESPN.
He
ESPN
said, wait.
as they did again. ESPN did him absolutely dirty when they showed that graphic. I looked at Big Cat in real time.
You did.
They showed the graphic. They talked about it for 5 minutes about how he hasn't thrown a postseason interception in 400 pass attempts or something.
No, it wasn't even that.
Red zone interception.
Red zone interception since 2019.
Yeah. So that and it wasn't like they just showed the graphic. They showed the graphic and then talked about it for a solid 5 minutes. And I looked at Big Cat. I was like, it's coming.
Yeah.
This is from Tom Brady. This is from Tommy. DM me last night right after the game. Tommy said, what's up with your boy Hank? He mad sus for real. FR. Left hand up. I don't know what that last part meant, but I guess he's not happy with you, Hank.
Would you want Tom Brady on the Commanders?
Yeah, I'd want Tom Brady on the Commanders.
Honestly, if Tom Brady, I actually think he does have a couple years left because of his arm, and it's similar to the Peyton thing, where Peyton, even with a bad arm, was seeing the game better than anyone else, or Drew Brees. Drew Brees had no arm left at the end, but you could tell that in terms of at least the regular season, he could beat a lot of teams just because he was smarter and seen it all. Tom Brady still has an arm. It's just you need the greatest offensive line. I think Tom Brady, wherever he goes, he needs to be not only put all your resources in the starting offensive line, but the backup offensive line.
That's why I think that the Niners probably have a shot at him. Because they do have they've got a great offensive line, but that's the only situation where I think Brock Purdy would step back for one season.
Yeah,
where Brock Purdy would be like, "Yes, I will learn behind Tom Brady for a season."
What if Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl?
Then no Tom Brady.
Then you have to go with
for
Brock
life,
Purdy.
Lifetime contract.
What if Brock Purdy goes to a Super Bowl?
Jimmy G went to a Super Bowl.
That's true, and they went back to him after.
Yeah, I would go. I would stay with Brock Purdy. I mean, if you win a Super Bowl, you're elite.
Yeah, listen, Hank. You have at least been proven right through one round. The Cowboys looked awesome. Their defense looked awesome. Dak looked awesome.
Special teams not so awesome.
Brett Maher, maybe the luckiest guy in the world that might have been Tom Brady's last game, because that's really the story that everyone's talking about. If you're going to pick a time to miss 4 straight extra points, which is so unbelievably crazy.
It's really 5 straight because he missed his last one in the previous game.
Oh.
So now he's missed 5 straight extra points.
And ESPN didn't really show us the 5th.
They didn't.
So we don't know if he ever actually made one.
Yeah, so it was painful to watch. Mike McCarthy sending him back out there to keep trying was very funny. Now, it ended up kind of evening out because he was so bad at kicking extra points that eventually they just went for it on 4th down, and they got a touchdown on that play.
Right.
So it evened out score-wise, and you're right, it was Tom Brady's last game. They kicked the shit out of the Bucs. The extra points didn't really matter.
Even though we were live watching someone develop the yips. He went wide right, wide left, and then he doinked. It was crazy. I mean, it's also nuts to think when you look at the final score, the Cowboys scored 31 points. You wouldn't be like, oh yeah, they scored 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was a weird score. It was a weird score for sure. I honestly do think if you let me kick 100 field goals, extra point length, I don't think I would ever miss 5 in a row.
It was so nuts. And I don't know. I don't think you can bring someone in because.
Yeah.
Jerry
you
Jones
can.
said he's sticking with him.
Right,
Yeah.
because here's the problem is
That's awesome.
okay, so you're clearly worried about it. It's going to clearly be a situation where you're coaching differently because you're like, this guy might have the yips. But if you bring in a new guy, you have no trust in him because he's a new guy. And it's like, oh, hey, new guy, come make a huge field goal for a team you haven't played for all year that you literally have been sitting on your couch, and it's the divisional round against the Niners. There's no way out. The Cowboys will not feel any type of like security in their kicking game for the rest of the playoffs.
So Marr's been good from distance, right? He's a pretty good kicker in terms of that, but he currently has the yips.
Yeah.
He needs to go to some sort of psychiatrist this week, electroshock therapy maybe, conversion therapy, whatever it is. I don't know. He's got to change something. I would not bring him back.
No,
you can't roll the dice on a kicker who is dealing currently, like has a current infection of the yips, and just count that on Sunday he's going to go out there and everything's going to be perfect.
It's very, very scary if you're a Cowboys fan or you're Hank Lockwood, who's probably the biggest Cowboys fan in the world. I also want to just give a quick shout out to the internet. Brett Maher doesn't have any social media, but they found his someone made a Brett Maher fan page, and there was like 10,000 comments on it.
I like that.
On the last post that was like 6 months old.
I like that.
So people just like, I got to go somewhere. Let me find where I can go to just tell this guy that he's the worst.
That's harmless.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Or you could just reply to the Cowboys account.
Every player should just have like a bitch at this player account.
Yeah.
Like a fall
fan
guy.
page.
Yeah, right. All right, so Hank, the Cowboys, they looked sensational. Dak was incredible. You're feeling great. I'm actually slightly nervous, not because of how they played, but because of Mike McCarthy after the game. Did you see the big chain he put on in the locker room? He did a little fat guy dance.
Yeah, he's got
those
moves.
are vibes. Like Mike McCarthy doing that. Those are the intangibles they don't put in the analytics sheet. He's having fun with the team. He's still got a watermelon, I think, that he hasn't smashed.
He's got some tricks that he can pull out. Last night he pulled out a new one, which was a brand new sweatshirt that I think he designed himself. I think he drew that picture of the cowboy riding. What was it? It was a cowboy riding like a little horsey, right?
Yeah.
Like a cartoon. It was the
Their
original.
first logo, yeah.
It was the first logo, but I've never seen it before. And it looked funny on Mike McCarthy. Good thing for him he won in that. Like, can you imagine if he had a situation where he had a brain fart while wearing like basically a Nick Jr. cartoon on his chest?
Yeah.
Now, next weekend, he's going against Kyle Shanahan, and I feel like Kyle Shanahan is going to make his brain explode.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan will make Mike McCarthy's going to look at the field like he's staring at a Magic Eye poster.
They're also
not know what's going on.
Yeah, they're also just a hilarious combo of coaches because, like, when they stand next to each other, they're the perfect 10. Because Kyle Shanahan is just the 1 and Mike McCarthy's a 0. I mean, their body shapes are very funny when you actually think about it.
I thought you meant perfect 10 as in like they're hot.
No, they make the number 10.
Yeah, they do.
Perfectly. So yeah, I'm nervous about the Cowboys. I don't. Do you want a victory lap after? I mean, you were right about the Bucs Cowboys game. I was very wrong, very stupid. I own it. But do you want me to congratulate you on winning the Super Bowl and winning your future?
No, listen. I mean, you guys haven't really experienced Super Bowl runs the way I have, but winning the wild card game is nothing. The Patriots usually don't even play in the wild card game. Divisional game isn't really much either. It doesn't matter till championship Sunday.
Okay, because people were asking for me to apologize to you. I was like, well, he hasn't.
No, I mean that's just people being soft online. I am curious though. Do you remember the last thing you said to me when we left in person, when we left the gambling cave, and now that you slept on it, if you feel the same way?
Did I say I hope your bed slats break?
No, you texted that, but in person you said.
Oh, and on that text chain was also the picture of you standing next to Jerry Jones when he was in like 1950.
Yeah, you and PFT were conjuring up some propaganda, which was
I hope that picture never goes out.
But the last thing you said to me in person was if it goes to -4, I'm going to game of the year it.
I've thought about it. I've slept on it. That was emotional. That was
Okay,
an emotional
it was
moment.
very emotional.
And I also realized
You were
that the last
very emotional.
I was very emotional last night. I was so mad at myself because it really is like, I'm a loser. I don't win gambling. Everyone knows that. No one should ever listen to my advice. But it really extra hurts when you at one point you had it exactly right and then you flipped on yourself. Like, flipping on yourself is like a double loss. Because, like, if I had just been all season been like, watch out for the Bucs, it would have been like, all right, I was way wrong. But the fact that there was a good stretch this season that I was dead right, and then for some reason, like I got a brain virus in the last week, and I completely fumbled this game every which way, it hurts extra.
The fact that it was Tom Brady going up against one of the only teams that he's never lost to,
Right.
that fucked everything up.
The last team against the Patriots.
And the Falcons.
No, he lost week 18.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, the
He
last
beat the
team.
Patriots, though. I think.
He hasn't lost to the Patriots.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So there are two teams, the Cowboys and the Patriots, that Tom Brady's never lost to. And the fact that it was against the Cowboys when everything else was pointing in the directions of stay away from the Bucs, they stink. You still had that nugget in the back of your head, which was, but this history, there must be something there. Turns out history is for cowards and losers. And Tom Brady made us into both last night.
Yep.
Which is fine. I still think he's got a lot of football left in his body.
Is he
just-
going to play to 50?
Probably not in Tampa.
Yeah.
I think Brock Purdy's going to get exposed. Listen, I'm not a ball knower. I'll probably get more into the X's and O's on Thursday, but just make him throw deep.
I mean,
Win the game.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we're talking. All right, I was asking about Tom Brady though.
He's going to play, yeah. Well, so that was what I'm saying. Brock Purdy's going to get exposed this weekend, throw 5 picks. Brady's going to come to the 49ers.
I mean, obviously the 49ers would have to be his first pick just because the team is great.
Yeah.
The Raiders feels like too easy because they just got rid of Derek Carr. They have some talent.
It feels
and
like Josh McDaniels,
right.
and also your divorce, Las Vegas, probably pretty fun.
Yeah, and Mark Davis would definitely put Tom Brady has to hang out with me once a month in the contract.
I mean, this is actually brilliant if you're Mark Davis, because what you can do is you give Tom a little bit of that equity stake that he wants.
Oh, yeah.
And then when your mom dies and you get the team inherited, then Tom Brady's on the hook for some of that inheritance tax.
Oh.
So it lightens his load on the
smart.
flip side.
That's smart.
Just think about it.
But yeah.
Dolphins also in the picture. I would love to see Hank's face when Tom Brady goes to the Dolphins. And you would need to apologize to me and my dad.
You would.
For the fan fiction that we've been writing.
You would.
Together.
You would. The apologies would be in order.
Yeah. But if he doesn't, I would like an apology.
Okay. Well, I'll bet you one apology.
Deal.
One
Tell
and I
tell
owe you
Dad.
one, and if the
Tell Pops.
if the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, I owe you an apology and a cat.
Okay, great.
And PFT has to get 2.
I've been thinking about 2 cats. That's a lifestyle at that point.
Yeah, no, you're
I
a
might
cat
as well,
person.
I become a lesbian aunt.
Yeah, you should go 3.
Yeah.
You should just get 3 cats.
Yeah, just become a crazy old cat lady.
Yeah, because you're gonna need like the posts that they can scratch on,
And I'm
like,
gonna have
the
to name one like
legs.
I like
Yeah.
the little
Mr.
wall surfaces that
Yeah.
they climb
There's
on.
Mr. Whiskers.
Yeah.
He's feisty.
and Cheeto. Yeah,
Here's Cheeto. She's curious.
It's a tabby cat named
I'm
Cheeto.
gonna start wearing shirts with cats on them, cat cartoons.
Well, Hank gets to name one of the 3.
I'll get a Honda Odyssey.
Snyder
Fuck you.
It's either Snyder or you go Rogers.
or Dak.
I mean, Dak would be a fine cat name.
Dak
the cat.
I like Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that works. What are you gonna say, Billy?
If you have
Descott it, the
cats
cat.
inside of an apartment, they're literally going to start attacking you because they have no prey stimulation.
Okay, that's just not true.
Des Cattet. Des Cattet would be a
thank
good
you.
name.
No,
There are so many people. There are millions of people who
no, but
own
like
cats.
they're super
in
hyperactive.
apartments, and they don't do anything but be cats.
But they do, like, if they're not stimulated enough, they will just start like going after
Okay.
you.
Okay, but also they would be outdoor cats.
yeah, and also
And I'd
we're
hope
not
that they'd
buying
run
like
away.
a
In New York
lynx,
City?
Moving to Chicago.
Yeah.
Ever heard of it?
Oh, word.
so he can just hang out in the backyard.
Be an alley cat.
Yeah, get some rats.
Yeah.
Find those rats.
Turn them into Scouty.
Scouty, shout out
Legend.
Scouty, legend, absolute legend. Tony Scheffler's cat, Scouty.
Do we have anything, Hank, since you are very clearly still a Tom Brady defender and you haven't given up on Tom despite the fact that you just buried him last week? Do you have a comment on his slide tackle that he made?
Just trying to make a play, coach.
Yeah. Studs
okay.
up, straight red. You probably learned that from Mac Jones, actually.
So Hank, you
It
were.
did look like a Mac
It
Jones.
did. It
Yeah.
absolutely.
Tom
looked
Brady
like
did it first, AFC Championship game against the Ravens.
Oh.
So he's been doing it. Hank, you were saying Brock Purdy. You're very hung up on Brock Purdy being a rookie.
I am.
Yeah.
Also, the last pick of the draft, rookie. No, like
yeah.
talent evaluators couldn't have been that wrong.
No, they
I mean, they were wrong about Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
He was. You didn't think about that one, did you?
That was the easy counterpoint.
He's. Well, I guess we'll see.
Well, no, hey, it turns out Hank was right about Tom Brady. The scouts were all right about him. It just took 13 years.
Yeah, not very mobile.
Yeah.
I just think that, You eliminate yards after the catch, make him beat you deep.
I'm not a math guy, but I just realized it's 23 years. Tom Brady's been good for 23 years.
Yes.
And then he just now started to stink in 1 week.
And I'm
not done with Tom Brady yet.
Yeah, no, he's still, if you listed all 32 quarterbacks like next August, Tom Brady still has to be top 15. Has to, right?
I think he's right above Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Although he is getting to the point where the checkdowns are becoming a part of his game because he doesn't want to get sacked.
Yeah, so when I say that their offense is depressing, they had one play that would get 4 or 5 yards, which was a check down to was it Godwin?
No, Rashad White was the only player who actually
out
made
of the
plays.
slot. Yeah. So he'd
running the ball. Yeah,
he'd run 4 yards downfield, and Tom Brady would hit him with a pass, and then he'd fall forward for a 5-yard gain.
Right.
And that was really all they could do.
It was Rashad White and Godwin, and then 2 tantalizing deep balls to Mike Evans that didn't work.
Yep.
And that was their offense all year.
Their defense stunk too.
And Byron Leftwich, he went from literally getting a head coaching job to being fired. Yeah. Todd Bowles is an idiot as well. That punt that he had where it was, 12-0, I think, and it was 4th and 2 at the 50-yard line. Dude, you have to go for those in the playoffs because then the Cowboys just went and scored. They got the punt, they scored.
This is a little bit off topic here, but I figure we can transition a little bit. Aaron Rodgers is in the news today.
Okay.
Big Cat, I don't know if you saw this wild stat. Jake, you might have seen this, might have come across your desk. In Brett Favre's final 6 passes
I've seen this.
as a Packer.
I've jerked off to this.
Okay, Brett Favre's final 6 passes as a Packer. He went 2 for 6 for 12 yards, concluding in a game-sealing, season-ending INT at Lambeau Field. In Aaron Rodgers' final 6 passes this year, he went 2 for 6 for 12 yards, concluding in a game-sealing, season-ending interception at Lambeau Field. As fate would have it, in Brett Favre's final game as a Green Bay Packer, the wind was blowing 12 miles per hour at Lambeau Field. In Aaron Rodgers' final game this season, the wind was blowing 4 miles per hour at Lambeau Field. It's like one of those Lincoln Kennedy things where 4 miles per hour for Favre, 12 for Rodgers, and Mason Crosby was the Packers kicker for both those games.
Damn.
Wild.
Who
would you rather have, Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady next year?
Aaron Rodgers.
Brady.
I think Aaron Rodgers because it feels like he has at least an ability to get hit. It's just really that's all it comes down to. If you can figure out a way for Tom Brady to just never get hit, he would be like a top 5 quarterback. He just doesn't want to. I don't blame him. Yeah, imagine you said 23 years getting hit
sucks.
At some point you're like that's the only part that would annoy me a little if you're trying to bring him in or if you're a Bucs fan. It's like he wants to play on his terms, which is not getting hit, and that's unfortunately part of football.
Yeah.
But everything else, it's worth the shot.
If you have a good line, I would rather take Tom Brady because Aaron Rodgers in the offseason, he likes to do his ayahuasca shaman trips and all that stuff, which is fine, good for him, and he gets a lot of perspective. That's great. But if you're an NFL football player, especially an older one, you don't want perspective.
Right.
You want Tom Brady's complete and utter lack of any sort of perspective whatsoever is what's made him a great quarterback. He walked away from his entire family to come back and lose in a wild card game. He has no perspective. That's the guy that I want.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how perfect his ending would have been if he had retired after the Rams game last year. Because think about it. He had just won his 7th Super Bowl the year before. The Rams game was a wild game that Tom Brady's got one last one in him, and it was a defensive breakdown that they ended up losing on that Cooper Kupp pass, and he could have walked away and been like, he still was doing magic to his last possible game.
Yeah.
Instead, he's going to be just chasing it. I feel like it's like one of those things where, when you have a perfect night out with your friends or a bachelor weekend or something like that, and you're just trying to chase that feeling, let's all get back together again, and do the same thing. It's like, well, it's not really the same.
Not ever going to be the same.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. He had that. He had that game. I don't think that game deserves it deserves more credit for how crazy it was, how crazy that comeback was, and how everyone's like, he's doing it again. And then to have it not be him that had it fall short, it would have been the perfect way out. The last thing about the Rodgers thing, I said this last year when they lost, but it is, and this is kind of the deal that you get if you're a Packers fan, because you have back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks. You have Hall of Fame quarterback play for 35 years or whatever it's been. 2 Super Bowls, but Rodgers and Favre are very similar in their last years, where it's holding the team hostage, like retiring, unretire. I don't know if I'm going to retire, and playing hero ball, where it's like not really trusting what made you great and trying to, throw into your trusted guy and making mistakes. It's like, I guess you would obviously take the 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks back to back,
right?
But it is funny how history is kind of repeating itself in a slightly different way, but Rodgers is doing a lot of the things that Favre did.
It sounds like he's going to be a little bit quicker with his decision this offseason, though.
And now,
and he's got the contract too. At the end of the day, he's due what, $50 million next year?
$58 million.
It's going to be very tough to. I know that he's the kind of guy that he's like one bumble match with a random girl away from moving to the woods like Henry Thoreau and just like studying astrology for the rest of his life and not caring about football. But I still think $50 million is $50 million.
It's a lot of money.
And you're probably going to want that $50 million to just show up.
Yes. I also just realized that when I said all that about Rodgers and Favre being the same at the end of their career, that just means Jordan Love's going to be a Hall of Famer too.
That's a possibility.
Because Jordan Love is going to be like, well, the same thing that happened to you, Aaron, happened to me. You did to me what Favre did to you.
It's a possibility.
And that just bummed me out. All right, so, Hank, congrats. So, I mean, what a pick. Super Bowl, Cowboys, what a pick.
Not cashing out.
But what a pick.
Thank you.
I mean, great pick.
It cost you your entire integrity.
And honor as a person,
Tom
as
Brady.
a man.
It cost you turning on the one thing that you've held dear your entire life.
But
See, that's the thing. I was
You're going to turn your back on Taco Bell now,
thought
too?
the Cowboys were going to win the championship before the regular season ended.
You thought they were going to get the 1 seed.
Yeah, and they almost did. If the Giants beat the Eagles, they'll
No,
basically
they actually
have it.
almost didn't.
If the Giants beat the Eagles and the Cowboys
Niners.
beat the Niners, we have the 1 seed.
No. The Cowboys would have had to beat the Commanders, and the Niners would have had to lost to the Cardinals.
I'm
Yeah.
talking. You're focused on the past. I'm looking at the future. I'm
Three-
talking about this
wait.
weekend.
Hey,
Three
Hank-
results would have had to gone different.
Hank's saying that if the Cowboys beat the Niners this weekend,
Correct.
then they inherit the 1 seed.
Which is not
if
true.
the Eagles beat the Giants.
If
the Giants beat the Eagles.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I
have
meant,
the
yeah,
1 seed.
Giants beat the Eagles. He
got it.
inherits the 1
Oh,
seed.
got it. So then are you claiming correct take on that?
If that happens,
He was just
yeah.
early
Yeah,
on
you
it.
were just-
Yeah.
They are the 1 seed.
You were just
Is that wrong?
3 weeks early. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is wrong.
because they had to play two. They had to play 2 games on the road. To
They
start.
they would be
Just my thoughts.
they would end up being the
You're-
higher seed over the Giants, but they wouldn't be the 1 seed.
They'd be the 1 seed of teams left.
Remaining, yes, the one remaining seed.
I can't believe that is. I mean, I have to tip my cap to that thinking.
Just something I was thinking about.
That's some great thinking outside the box. But yeah, the divisional round is my favorite weekend of like the football year. It's going to be so awesome. These games, every single game has like, I'm so pumped for.
Eagles
potential.
Giants is going to be a blowout.
For who?
The Eagles.
Don't know. Oh, so then
Max, you really haven't thought about how to respond to it in case Hank went this direction?
Max, just thank him or congratulate him on his Cowboys future. He cashed it.
That's
it's
true. He
it's
did
done.
cash it.
You did it. That was like 14-1 before the playoffs. What a fucking bet.
He said that, not me. I was like, "You worried about the Giants?" He's like, "I don't even have to. I can't even get up for the Giants."
Oh, I can get up for the Giants. Because it's dawned on me how much I have at stake in terms of this future, and now I'm starting to get nervous. Max, you're not? I don't like
Nervous?
this.
No, I mean it's a playoff game. You're going to be nervous no matter what. But
True.
I don't like this.
If Jalen Hurts is healthy,
What have been the
Wait,
reports?
what's this if word that
Yeah,
you're
what
throwing
are the
around now?
reports?
That if word was not around 2 weeks ago.
And I
Max.
just want to pause.
that was before we saw him in Week 18.
Timeout. What Hank just did is a dirty fucking move, but keep going.
What did he just do?
He just deflected everything on the Eagles.
yeah. Wait, I don't know how this became about
yeah,
me either.
it was a beautiful move. Hank just had maybe his most genius 3 minutes of his life. He has the Cowboys getting the 1 seed and then just passed it off. It was like, Max?
Yeah, I have a ball game to win this.
Is
weekend. I
Jalen
can't be
Hurts
worried
injured
about Hank.
still?
I don't know. I don't know.
Go
if he's
down to
injured.
practice and find out.
I should.
I'm giving you permission. Take as many days as you need to just go watch him play at practice.
He's definitely not 100% right now.
I don't need
What
him
if
to be
he's
100%.
110%?
I don't need him to be 100%.
What do you need to be?
If I can get 80% from Jalen Hurts,
Isn't that
we
just
win.
Gardner Minshew?
No.
Just kidding.
If I can get 80% of Jalen Hurts, then I feel great. The Eagles are better than the Giants in every facet of football. If if Jalen Hurts is healthy.
But what about Danny Dimes? And what about how they always run the table when they get in the playoffs?
If Jalen Hurts is healthy, the Eagles. I stand by what I just said.
What about head coaching?
Head coaching is Dable's a good coach.
He is.
I'm worried. Whatever. We're not talking about the Eagles right now. Let's go on to the other part of the show.
Max, what do you think about the Cowboys?
I'm not worried about the Cowboys right now. It's one game at a time. I'm one game at a time. I got to beat the Giants this week.
So, Max, I actually need you to win this game this weekend, because if you lose and Hank's right and the Cowboys beat the Niners, I can't have Dallas hosting that playoff game. I can't have Dallas getting the 1 seed. You're defending the 1 seed this weekend.
Yeah, you
Max.
are. You need to get the 1 seed.
Good. Give it to
Every
me.
week. You
Put
need
it on
to,
my back.
You need to retain this 1 seed.
What were you going to say, Billy?
I was just going to say the sprained shoulder on Jalen Hurts. I always knew it was going to be more of a problem.
You did. You actually had that first, and I made
Shut up.
Like, everyone
You
was
did.
clowning me, but I was like, it's a blanket term. It's like something else is going on.
You did actually. I credit to you.
Just saying.
I'm also just pissed, and we're gonna do hot seat cool throw in a second. That the way the schedule worked out, that Hank was able to just like not talk for the Vikings portion of Sunday night's podcast, and then get his victory lap today.
But that's fine, because we didn't need to do a victory lap for the Vikings.
That's true.
Because we were so
You
right.
just skirted right by that.
I've been thinking just nonstop about how right I was about the Vikings.
I don't want to put salt in an open wound, but I did see a stat that was just mind blowing. The Vikings, and this is more like I feel bad for the Vikings, but they have been to the playoffs. How many times do you think they've been to the playoffs since they last went to the Super Bowl, which is 1976?
The Vikings have been to the playoffs
So that's what, 50 years?
50 years.
50 years.
They've been 20 times.
25 times.
Yeah.
That's so many times going to the playoffs.
I mean, they should have won Super Bowls in there. They had
Yeah.
teams that were the best.
yes.
teams.
The
Dante.
98 team,
You remember
yeah.
the Dante Culpepper year?
Yeah. Randy Moss's rookie year, I want to say, when with the kick that they lost to the Falcons in the conference championship.
Morton Anderson.
Yeah.
My guru.
Yeah. All right. Anything else about Monday Night Football? Hank, you were right.
So are you.
Congrats.
So are you. Congrats
Don't
to
do
you.
that.
You were.
It hurts.
We don't need to be
too
told
much.
that we know that we were right about Kirk Cousins.
It hurts so much to be like to go back on your own correct thinking. It's really the worst you can have as a gambler. It just sucks. All right. Hot Seat Cool Throne. Brought to you by our friends at C4. Experience big game energy live with C4 Energy. It's a new year, and we're fully dialed in with the energy drink that always gives us the discipline to get after it, and we want you to get after it with us. Enter for a chance to win a trip to Arizona, get tickets to 2023 championship game, and party with us with C4. That's pretty cool. We've been drinking C4 in the studio basically nonstop. Billy's got it. When we're doing squats, when we're lifting in the studio, C4 is always here. So C4 is the best way to get that energy you're looking for. And check it out, because we are going to have a contest to come to the 2023 championship game in Arizona. You can enter through PFT's birthday, January 31st, only at your local Quick Trip by scanning the QR code at the C4 Energy display. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older and have a valid ID to win. That's pretty cool. So go check it out at your local Quick Trip. Scan the QR code at the C4 Energy display, and you might be going to Arizona. So thank you to C4, our wonderful sponsor, Big Game Energy Live with C4 Energy. And check it out, because we're getting gains and we're getting hyped up with C4 all of 2023. All right. Hot Seat Cool Throne. Hank.
My hot seat, I have a couple.
Good. Okay, great.
My first one
I'm
is
excited to listen to this.
Kyler Murray.
Oh.
Okay.
The new Cardinals GM, did a press conference where he very emphatically said ego will not be tolerated.
Okay.
So kind of a little subliminal, not so subliminal shot at him. I feel like that relationship is going to get dicey over the next couple of years.
But it seems
it
to
already
me
is.
like Kyler Murray has the upper hand in that situation, because he literally has a contract that's a lot of it's guaranteed, so they can't really do anything about it.
It's true.
True.
My other hot seat related to Kyler Murray is Call of Duty. Warzone 2 came out a couple months ago. It's not really good. No one likes playing it. They've lost like half their player base. And today, in multiplayer, the greatest multiplayer Call of Duty player of all time, the Tom Brady, Michael Jordan of Call of Duty, Scump, retired.
Scump?
Mid-season.
He's your goat.
That's how bad it is.
He walked away
he's the
mid-season.
GOAT.
I don't know if you can call him the goat if he walks away in his prime.
The game's just in shambles. It's a
No,
bad spot.
You got to love the game. You know who wouldn't walk away? Tim the Tap Man.
Well, he doesn't play competitive, but
Well,
He's
he could
my
if he
goat.
wanted to.
I don't think so.
He's my goat. Big Cowboys fan too, right?
He is a big Cowboys fan.
Yeah, and he
It's me
never
him.
Same with
jinxes
you.
the team.
Yeah. Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Scum.
Are you going to buy some Cowboys gear?
Yeah.
You got to get the Cowboys starter pack. You know the one that always goes viral. You got to shave the mustache into like a real thin chin strap. You got to get the big jean shorts that are faded in the front.
Yep.
You got to get the like 2001 Jordans. Put those on, and
maybe a single earring, diamond earring, in
yeah,
your left ear.
Yeah, that's right. And wear like a big ass white baggy T-shirt.
Yeah, and maybe a Cowboys starter jacket.
I'll come dressed to the tens on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Are Cowboys fans reaching out to you? They're
Yes,
like, hey, happy to have you on.
Hilarious. I've gotten a few tweets and DMs and stuff, and a couple of them, multiple of them have been their profile picture Yankees Cowboys logo.
Love it.
And I love it. I'm
Love
like,
it.
You're
I'm like, yes.
Yeah, wait.
He's got Duke.
I was
He's
going to
halfway
say
there.
he's Duke, Cowboys, Celtics,
Yeah.
and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Trill Bonds.
You disgust me, Hank. Henry, you freak.
It is. It is truly disgusting behavior out of you.
I just see what I see. What can I say?
I mean, you're a great gambler.
Thank you.
Hungry dog.
You've turned into Skip Bayless in front of our eyes.
Okay, what are you gonna do? A hungry dog this weekend?
Yeah, I think so.
Just
of them?
The Cowboys.
And Giants. No, I don't know about that one. I will have a hungry dog. I just don't know if I can. I like the Jaguars a lot. Trevor
Yeah?
Lawrence never lost on Saturday.
Never lost on
I don't know
Saturday.
if you guys
People
know
forget
that.
that.
It does feel like a game.
How are you going to bet on a person that's never lost on Saturday?
On a full day of the week. And
Yeah.
it's not like he hasn't played. He played the vast majority of his games on Saturday.
And
He
it,
played college football.
you
Yeah.
should just do the
Never lost on Saturday.
I feel
That's
like
insane.
I feel like the Chiefs are going to win that game, but I do think the the Chiefs don't cover big spreads. They just don't.
Jags team of destiny. My cool throne is Tommy Fury and Jake Paul.
Yeah.
They're slated to fight again. Probably won't happen, but they're on the cool throne because people will talk about it until it doesn't happen.
He's just
inevitably.
he's trying to get the heat off him for ditching his pig, right?
That's
No, that's
his
Logan.
brother.
His brother. Okay, got it.
His brother's in all types of shit.
So yeah,
But
there's like a crypto thing going on, right?
Crypto Zoo. He got CoffeeZilla. I mean, this is some deep internet shit, but a guy who does like investigative reports on internet celebrities that basically commit fraud did a whole report on Logan Paul's NFT Crypto Zoo being fraudulent.
God, these are words that I wish to God I had never understood what they meant.
In the midst of that, it came out that Logan Paul's pet pig that he once bought was like left on the side of the road for dead.
Actually, it wasn't really Logan's fault. I blogged it. Logan gave it to a farm that was taking care of it. That farm then closed, changed hands, and that second person then left the pig to die.
Now, how did someone see it and was like, "That's Logan Paul's pig"?
Well,
Someone
the-
made a TikTok being like, "Oh, look at this really sad pig I found on the side of the road," and then the internet was like, "Wait a second," and they found the old tweets from Logan Paul being like, "Look at my new pet pig" from like 3 years ago, and it was like this.
The
it
markings
didn't
were the
look.
same.
It didn't look good.
Remember when Lena Dunham did that with her dog?
Yeah.
Such a scumbag.
she did it like 6 times. Though.
Yeah, and
she
she's
kept
like, I
returning
just don't really
dogs.
like my dog
Yeah.
anymore.
The Logan Paul obviously does stuff with the Barstool Sportsbook, and I respected this when he was getting a shit ton of heat for the Crypto Zoo thing. He just tweeted like, "Love Donovan Mitchell over points tonight."
Oh,
it got like 2 million impressions. Like
was it the night he scored 71?
No,
that
no.
would be incredible.
No, it was great though. That was like it's like what's Logan Paul's next tweet gonna be?
But they're never gonna fight,
was
right?
Yeah.
Like Logan and Tommy Fury.
No,
Jake and
Jake.
Tommy.
I'm
hope
so confused.
First
Yeah.
time Tommy had he cracked his rib. Second time Tommy apparently was saying that the U.S. government wouldn't give him a work visa because his
Tommy Fury doesn't want to fight.
Well, now
He does not want to fight because he is technically a professional boxer and he's not good at boxing. I watched him fight. He fought Jake Paul's sparring partner, who was like a foot shorter than him and struggled with him when I went to that fight in Cleveland. He doesn't want to fight because I think Jake Paul would win, and then you can't be a professional boxer if Jake Paul beats you.
Right.
Like, that's it. Your career's over. I saw someone like tweeted out he's like 11-0 or something, and the combined record for all of the people he's fought is like 25 and 180.
I'm looking up his opponents as we speak right now.
Yeah,
Tomato cans.
This is bad because not a single one of his opponents has a Wikipedia page.
yeah, yeah.
But there's some guys that are like 0-24.
Yes,
that he's fought
fought
against.
a sparring partner.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, PFT, your hot seat, cool throne.
So my hot seat is Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing, great basketball player, all-time great center. Pretty good center's coach, too. Pretty good assistant coach. He's taken on the reins of the Georgetown Hoyas for the last several years. Jake, can you remind me, when was the last time Patrick Ewing won a divisional game, or a conference game, excuse me?
So they won the 2021 Big East tournament. They have not won since.
They almost beat Nova yesterday.
They did, but that would be 2 full years almost.
Yeah.
Without a
we're
win.
approaching 2 full calendar years since that miraculous Big East tournament run.
I heard Jay Williams.
Well, so that's
Yeah.
the other part of my
Yeah.
or my hot seat was that Patrick Ewing, you'd think he would get a pretty long leash as the coach of the Georgetown Hoyas. He's a legend on campus, but a huge name has thrown their hat into the ring, and that's our good friend Jay Williams, who tweeted out last week, "So people keep asking me, so I will answer. Georgetown basketball has always been a dream job." Jay Williams, for all the people that are asking Jay Williams, he's confirming it would be a dream job.
Yeah, a lot of people ask him.
He's coached never
Never.
in basketball. His qualifications are he's on ESPN and has a Twitter account that got hacked one time. Remember that when he said, congratulations to the Celtics on hiring Ime Udoka, the first black coach in the history of the Celtics. This would be the first black coach in the history of Georgetown basketball
Fact.
if they hired Jay Williams. So it would be a very powerful moment.
I was going to say, how many, like, if you scrolled Twitter, if he got hired, how many times would that be tweeted?
A lot.
Like 10 million?
That was my very first reaction when
Yeah.
I was like, "How many times has somebody brought this up in the replies?" Yeah, a lot.
was-
but it's a fair point.
I was trying to look for a picture of Trevor Lawrence, like a screen grab of when he threw 4 picks, and then like after the game for a coffee meme, and I was just searching Twitter. I didn't realize how much the Vince Carter picture it gets used. It was like I've never seen so many. I got one more in me.
Yeah.
It's the most used joke online.
Yep.
That doesn't get any credit. So shout out to everyone who's got one more in them.
Yeah. But Jay Williams for Georgetown University. It'd be
Has to
funny
do it.
just to watch how bad he would be.
Hey,
as
listen,
head coach.
he got his name in the talking. People are talking now.
People are asking, will
Yeah.
he be the next coach?
People
It is
are
a
asking.
dream job.
Yeah. All right, your cool throne.
My cool throne is the NFC Beast. NFC Beast, 3 out of 4
Yep.
teams
Facts.
in the NFC are claimed by NFC Beast teams. We got the Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, the division's back. We got the updated T-shirt right now in the Barstool store with Major Tuddy on it for the first time ever. So we updated the logo. Shout out Triggs, who is a wizard. My other cool throne is Arch Manning. Arch Manning on campus at UT. He already lost his student ID. Respect to Arch. I think that's a sign of a guy that likes to party, is a guy that leaves his cards behind, can't keep track of them. I think this is good things for Arch Manning's leadership.
yeah.
He did it twice.
Twice.
Yeah,
even better.
He was on my hot seat once. Okay, cool. Twice within a week. We might have some fumbling issues.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I think this means that he's got friends. He's going out having a good time. This is good for Arch Manning. Also, maybe he's just like dropping them on purpose because you know that, like, do you think Ravel has bid on those yet?
Oh,
like the
yeah.
person who's like, look
Oh,
what
yeah.
I just found.
Oh, yeah.
Ravel just immediately slides into the DMs
Name
like,
your price.
how much for Arch Manning's
Yeah.
student ID?
How many Rosa Parks rookie cards you want for this?
I'll trade you. Wait, does the swipe still work to get into the dorms?
Yeah. Can I eat some chicken fingers? All right, my hot seat is football, the actual football, and actually maybe all of us for maybe not knowing ball. We passed over this on Sunday night because we were going long, but the fact that it was just casually mentioned there's a chip in the football and they can actually see if it goes over the goal line, like what the so I don't know if you guys saw it, but Next Gen Stats, after Tyler Huntley reached out for the touchdown, they tweeted, how close was Tyler Huntley to crossing the plane with the football? According to the chip in the football, the closest the ball got to the end zone was 0.6 yards from the goal line. What the fuck are we doing? We've been asking for the chip forever.
Yeah, it's been in there. They've been using it to judge when punts go out of bounds.
It's crazy. Just
Yeah.
the chip is there.
Yeah, it's not perfect though because it can tell you if the football. I guess because it's in the middle of the football, right? So it's not always perfectly going to be able to tell you when it's crossed the line because it might be the side of the football that the chip's not in.
Why don't they just wrap the football in the chip?
In all chips, make
Yeah.
a football out of chips.
Yeah, make the plane out of the black box.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And then my cool throne is Brian Schottenstein, who you probably don't know that name. No one should know that name. He's the head of the Ohio State NIL collective, in charge of basically getting the Ohio State players paid to play football at Ohio State. He's having a baby, so congrats to him.
Congrats.
Yeah. Also, he tweeted on Monday morning when C.J. Stroud was scheduled to make his announcement, got some big news today, and everyone at Ohio State flipped out, was like, holy shit, they found a way to pay C.J. Stroud like $25 million from the NIL collective. This is going to be an incredible day. And then followed up with, I'm having a baby.
Yeah.
So what a dickhead.
Was the internet nice to him?
No, he had to lock his Twitter and shut off the comments. But yeah, that was what a moment. He did tweet in between, no chance CJ is staying. He tweeted an hour and a half after, no chance CJ is staying. He's the top quarterback in the NFL draft. But still, the head of the NIL collective on the day that CJ Stroud was set to announce it said, got some big news today.
I'm curious to know why he waited till later in the day to announce that. Because you would think that when he said, got some big news to announce later today, at that point he knew that his wife was pregnant.
Right.
So he probably could just drop the news then.
It was. You'd imagine college football fans didn't really take kindly to that type of tweet and getting everyone in a absolute tizzy.
Yep.
It was, very funny. A lot of people were very, very upset. Billy.
My hot seat is LeBron. So LeBron was playing the Rockets last night, and Jabari Smith Jr. came up to him and said, hey, LeBron, you played against my dad in your first game ever, and now I'm playing you.
Whoa.
Wow.
So it's just LeBron's
Wild.
getting old.
That's
crazy.
wild.
It's crazy wild old.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
And my cool throne is Ryan Jensen. He showed up with a SpongeBob shirt.
Do you remember LeBron's first game, by the way?
Yeah.
I remember watching it.
Against the Kings.
Yeah, I was in college, and it was like it was a must-see TV
Yeah.
event. So everybody watched it. But the craziest part about LeBron's first game is they had commercials for like 2 weeks leading up to his first game, and in the game it was LeBron James wearing a Cavaliers jersey, or excuse me, in the commercial it was LeBron wearing a Cavaliers jersey playing against guys that were on the Kings, and he was bringing the ball up the court. It's like, how did they get this footage?
Yeah.
It was a real mindfuck at the time.
NBA rigged.
It was rigged. It's all been scripted.
We'll get to it with Russillo.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, Billy. I just remembered that commercial, and it just hit me, and I was like,
Wait, how did they do that commercial?
because it's rigged.
Yeah.
The game's played on a
So they,
soundstage,
like,
just like the
actually-
moon landing.
It's rigged.
Whoa. And my cool Ryan Jensen. He tore his ACL, MCL, and tons of other stuff, and he played on it, and he wore a SpongeBob shirt to the game, which it's a classic. My leg. It's a guy who
Recurring
always
guest.
yells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy he came back that fast, but he probably also was like, why did I come back for that?
Yeah.
True.
Also, I didn't know that you could just come back from an ACL and an MCL without surgery.
Yeah. Well, Phil Rivers played on it.
Yeah, I knew
The
that
AFC
you.
Championship
I knew
game,
you
yeah.
could play on it right after it happened.
Did
But
RG3?
he came back from an MCL after it was sprained. Yeah, but it sounded like he tore his ACL and his MCL, and he just waited for
He's just like
4 months and came back. By the way, I agree with RG3 about his Lamar take. We don't always agree with RG3, specifically when it comes to sprinting off the set for a fake baby, a real baby that wasn't coming yet. But I do think that he's right when it comes to Lamar not playing in the playoffs if he still has a knee injury, because RG3 would know.
Yeah,
it ruined his
absolutely.
It ruined his entire career. It ruined my life.
Yeah.
For about 7 years, the fact that he came back and tried to do it for his team. So the fact that RG3 spoke from a place of experience, I agree with. Mike Vick was like, just gotta go out there. It's the playoffs, and everybody was like, "What the fuck, Mike?
Yeah, dude, no.
You got paid already. Lamar hasn't gotten paid yet."
Right. And your cool throne? Oh, no, that was your cool throne.
Then one more. Jim Harbaugh's just showing up to high schools, recruiting kids, and then just using their weight room for like an hour to work out.
Love it.
Just awesome.
He's back. He's staying
Yeah.
at Michigan. So we'll just do this same thing. See you next year for the exact same conversation.
I love that Harbaugh this year put in the very bare minimum amount of effort required to get a raise from Michigan.
Yeah.
He did a Zoom interview with the Broncos. He didn't even
Which
go
had
in
to
person.
be the most awkward Zoom interview of
Yes.
all time.
Yeah, he just joins on Zoom, and then he closes out, and he's like, okay, can I get that raise now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, Jake.
My hot seat is playing basketball against third graders. There's this viral video going
I
around
saw it, yeah.
of these little kids just looking like they're having a great time, dancing. This kid's doing the too small thing
I
after
don't like that.
Yeah,
layup.
I took it a different way. I was like, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Just because they were legit showboating and doing the gritty and flex in like 8-year-old basketball. I don't know.
So some of these kids are absolutely nasty from beyond the
Yeah,
arc too.
they are.
It's crazy to see.
He's doing the bow
'cause
and arrow.
In my day, nobody shot the ball from that far out.
Yeah, just get back on defense.
But look at this kid. He's still got his hand up in the air.
I don't want to be the old guy here, but just fucking get back on defense. You make the shot, get back
Yeah.
on defense.
So,
And follow your shot.
yeah.
Pretty soon, it's just going to be a celebration league.
I mean, are we surprised?
No.
It's getting exponential.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden.
No.
Speaking of Biden, my cool thrones the Warriors. They visited the White House today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
So, congrats to them.
The social justice warriors?
The Golden State Warriors, the defending
okay,
NBA
okay.
champions.
Rex Chapman was there.
He was? Why?
Oh, I'm rooting for Rex to come back in March Madness. It was so bad last year.
So bad.
I need to see him back.
Yeah. And just it's always nice to have a foil that the whole internet can dunk on.
It is nice. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Ryen Russillo, long interview with him. Great interview, though. We also came up with a great idea towards the end that we're going to have to do a follow-up with him. NBA preview and much more. And it's brought to you by...
Our great friends over at BetterHelp. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things, but sometimes life gets you bogged down. You might feel like you're overwhelmed or like you're not showing up the way that you want to. Well, working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you. Because when you feel empowered, you're more prepared to take on everything that life throws at you. Therapy is a great tool to use. I've personally used therapy before. It's helped me get over some loss in my life. It's a very good thing to do to help you get back to feeling like yourself. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, it's flexible, affordable, it's entirely online. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/PMT. Get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/PMT. Now here's Ryen Russillo.
All right, we now welcome on our very good friend, prolific podcaster, television writer, semi-pro basketball player, Olympic weightlifter, life advice giver,
Amateur psychologist.
just a
Very amateur.
a very close friend of ours. It's been too long. It's time for the NBA preview. It is Ryen Russillo. Go check him out, the Ryen Russillo podcast. Ryan, great to talk to you. It is January 16th. We are ready for our NBA preview. And I wanted to start with asking, are you more worried about the Bengals' offensive line injuries or the Bills' proclivity to just throw the football around and fumble and throw interceptions?
Well, if I'm Burrow, I ask to get traded to the Bills if this team can't do it.
Super team?
Super team.
Two quarterbacks?
Could Joe and Josh exist on the same roster?
Who takes the last throw?
Yeah. Who's Batman? Who's Robin?
Do you think any of the guys on Bills are going to do load management in this game? Get ready for the AFC Championship game? Your little league that you got there?
Look, I hate it as much as anybody, so don't even get... Like, I gave my dad tickets to the Pelicans game, and he's like, Zion's not playing? He's like, I'm so sick of this load, man. I was like, Dad, he got hurt. He actually got hurt.
Yeah, Zion's the one guy you can be like, no, he actually is always hurt.
And you haven't paid for tickets in 10 years.
Yeah, so, all right, so NBA, let's hop in. I guess I'll have a big picture question. Are there any moments when you're watching the games on your couch in, like, December, early January, and, like, what am I doing? This means nothing. Once we get to the playoffs, like, there's, like, 3 or 4 good teams, and, like, they'll just be in the finals, and why'd we even pretend?
I remember when Pierce Morgan came to the States, and he had his late night show, and the advertisement was, he made Gordon Ramsay cry. And it used to piss me off because I'm a huge Gordon Ramsay guy. If you watch the BBC kitchen stuff he did, he was a little different deal. He seems to be more aggressive. We seem to like him more aggressive. And I think Pierce has been a loser ever since the Markle thing happened. Like, hey, man, I get it, but you got to move on. I feel like that's what you're trying to do to me right now is make me cry. Because the number of days where I go, you just did this again today, man.
Yeah.
You just did another 6-7 hour stretch here, taped a couple fourth quarters you couldn't double up on, and then you took the notes, and you're not going to look at any of the notes. They're all irrelevant. But look, all I've ever said to anybody is you never stop learning about the game. You never stop learning about the league and the players and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know. I still like learning stuff. But the way the regular seasons have kind of overlapped, and it feels like, we're in the first normal one in multiple years. There's just a lot going on where if it's the wrong night, you'll go, what the fuck did I just watch? But I'll admit, too, there's some late Sunday windows in the NFL where I go, I would have survived on Monday had I not watched this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are
But
those for
you
sure
can't.
happen. And I'm going to defend Ryan here. Obviously, it's partly in jest. I always respect the fact there's a lot of people who do media and they don't watch any of the games, and they just get in front of the camera and just spew stuff. You actually watch the games, maybe too many games. If there's any fault, Ryan's like, hey, I'm going to watch every Kings game. They're pretty good this year. And
he's becoming part of the matrix.
Yeah.
You watch so much basketball that you're unable to speak to the commenter about the game.
What is it? Fire up the beam? What's the Kings thing?
Light the beam.
Light the beam. Yeah, we're lighting the beam this year.
I like it. That's the number 4 seed. That's your 4 seed Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, so-
just so you know.
Yeah.
Real ball talk. Matthew Dellavedova, comeback player of the year.
Well, I feel like the comeback part needs to be a little bit more complete.
You just said the Kings are the 4 seed. That sounds pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that he's the main guy.
Go on.
I almost ran into Jason Kidd. Well, I did run into him, and I saw him eating breakfast, and he was by himself, and I was like, shout out, respect, solo eating. And then I almost was like, hey, I'm Ryan. We have a couple mutual friends, but remember when we crank called you? And I go, you know what? Don't tell him that. Don't say hi to him.
Don't say that. Yeah. That was an all-time moment on your old show. But, yeah, he'd probably be like, what are you talking about? All right, so your 4 seed Kings. Let's talk about the West. The West is a mess. No one's good except the Nuggets. Maybe the Grizzlies. But your Suns stink. The Warriors can't win a game on the road. What's going on with the West? It feels like the East has all really good teams that are going to fight it out in the playoffs, and the West is wide open with some like up-and-coming Pelicans. Throw them in there, like Luka. All these teams that don't feel like finished products, but because of the way the West is going to shake out, any of them could get to the finals, right?
Yeah, East is definitely better. If we go through the West, I feel like the first tier of teams, I probably like Memphis even more than Denver, despite Denver being the 1 seed today. Memphis just has some shit to it where I'm like, man, I like these guys. And, whatever glimpse, snapshot you want to take of a schedule, you could say, oh, well, this team's the hottest or this team's the hottest, whatever. Memphis is the hottest right now. Denver always concerns me about their defense. If you look at the overall stats in the season, they're 18 out of 30, but the last 15 games are actually number 2. So they've figured some things out. I think the other part of it is if you look at how many teams could win out of the West. I think Denver could win the West. Memphis could win the West. I still would put the Pelicans in there. New Orleans has the deepest team in basketball, and if Zion's there ready to go in the playoffs, he's still that hard of a matchup. Like, everybody talks about all the shit they're going to try to do to him, and I've seen different teams go, we're going to double him here. And you know what? He's not only physically absurd, he's a really smart player. Like, once you start to try to do certain things to Zion, he adjusts to it. I've seen it in game, and it's really, really impressive, and then there's still really not much you can do. So that puts 3 teams there. The Sacramento story is awesome. The offense has been incredible.
Shout out Mike Brown. Like, Mike Brown gets a bad rap because, LeBron's a dickhead and bumped him and everything, but he's a good coach.
He is a good coach. And I think the cool thing about Sacramento is it's a team that this is really the first year of like, okay, we've got it all figured out with Keegan being a rookie. They look like they've been playing together for like 3 years. And De'Aaron Fox, who had some really, I would say, tough moments where I get it. When you're the star, you're the max player, you're the lottery pick, and he's a really talented player, you can force the issue a little. And when you keep screwing it up, like I felt like last year, I'd watch the end of these Sacramento games, be like, oh, here we go with De'Aaron Fox. Like, what's he going to do? He's been one of the best clutch players in the entire NBA. Sabonis' numbers are absurd. And they have like a really good kind of 6 to 7 guys that all already understand their role, which I think is probably one of the hardest things to figure out in the league. Like, we can all tell you who the talented players are, and no team's ever going to say, I want less talented players that have more cohesion. But to see everyone kind of know, like, I always look at talent as it either overlaps or it can overlap perfectly, or then it becomes redundant. Sometimes in Atlanta, when I watch Trey and DeJounte, I'm like, is this a great talent overlap, or is it just kind of redundant in certain ways? And Sacramento, in a very short amount of time, with a group that hasn't been together very long, has been really impressive offensively. They play like a veteran team that's played a bunch of seasons together. Now, would I put them in that group with Denver, Memphis, and New Orleans? No. I'd still put Golden State in there. They're probably 2 weeks away from being a 4 or 5 seed if you look at the standings. And I know you guys are going to shit on me in Phoenix the entire time.
Well,
but,
long COVID. Chris Paul has long COVID.
You know anybody with it, man? You ever
I actually
get a
do.
stethoscope?
Our coworker Kyle has it, so yeah, it sucks.
Lamar might
It's
have
amazing
it.
how you have it.
No, Lamar might have it. Our coworker Kyle has it.
Oh, I thought you said Lamar Odom. I was like,
No.
well, that would be bad.
The worst, the least of his issues.
Yeah. Phoenix, long COVID for Chris Paul. What are you going to say to defend your boy? It's over. Like, just admit it's over. Break
No, it's not
news
over.
right now and say, Ryen Russillo, I was wrong. It's over.
What am I wrong about with Chris Paul?
I mean, he's a choke artist.
No, he's not.
Do you think,
Yes.
Ryan, serious question about Chris Paul. Do you think that him sleeping with Kim Kardashian was good or bad for his legacy?
You know, I got the inside scoop on this within hours, and I called Big Cat, and he didn't even. Not only did he say, "Hey, I'll call you back," but didn't call me back.
Well,
So-
I didn't want to hear from state media.
Well, I do. I want to.
You were going to be like, hey, listen, this is what really went down. Chris Paul was trying to play a game. He had a triple-double going, and then Kanye showed up, and like,
Who are you doing right now? Is that me? Are you doing me?
That was you.
What's the party line? What happened with Chris Paul?
No.
Let's hear state
What's the
media.
truth?
Yeah.
What's up, InfoWars? You want the truth?
Yeah, tell me.
Give us
I'm
the
waiting
truth.
for it.
We can handle it.
I was told it didn't happen.
Oh,
Okay, all right, exactly. So that's why I'm happy I didn't call you back on that particular subject.
Very good. Well, then that's what. Case closed.
But here's the thing: if somebody's going to accuse you of doing something like that, is there anybody that's a better source to get your wife to believe you than Kanye?
Oh yeah, he was fine.
It was like, are you serious? This is a layup. Guy's losing his mind. We're good.
It's the least amount of trouble anyone's ever been in that situation. So state media. All right. So what, Suns?
What about
can they
Ray
fix it?
Dalio though?
Can the Suns fix it?
Yeah, they can fix it. I mean, Booker's missed a bunch of games. Here's the problem. All right, there's a bunch of problems. Of all these teams that we're going to talk about, every single fan base is like, well, my guy was missing, and then this was that. Like Bucs fans, you're right. Pelicans fans, you're right. You know, Murray just kind of got back and is starting to look like Jamal Murray again for Denver. So almost all of these teams, that's why I like Boston so much, because I feel like they're the best health bet. You feel like all of their guys are going to play, and the one person that's the biggest question mark is Rob Williams, who, you know, they can still probably be really good without him. And when I look at Phoenix, you go, okay, Booker's still 10 days away from figuring out this second groin deal. Chris Paul's had the heel and a hip. They've missed Cam Johnson for a month. Jay Crowder hasn't even played. Clearly, they need to package some of this into something they can add to this group, and never, ever underestimate the power and the impatience, normally, of new ownership. I don't know exactly when this ownership transition thing is supposed to happen, but what I've heard is that they're going to try to be aggressive with this thing, because once the Chris Paul part of this is done, like, you guys can make all your jokes. The numbers for this year, it's been all over the place. But when they're right, when it's Ayton, when it's Bridges, when it's Booker, and when it's Paul, and it's Cam Johnson, and whatever asset they get for a Jay Crowder, and their bench is way better this year than it's been the previous 2 years, last year's playoff run, the finals run, the 2 years before that, it's actually still a really good team. So, you know, a lot of the standings shifts happen because of who's healthy during those 2 weeks, and right now they're going through their brutal stretch. The problem for Paul is, again, not only that he's hurt again, but he is no longer capable of carrying a team without Booker the way he would be able to in the past. You know, granted, he's only been there a little while, but, you know, Booker is that good now that they're that dependent on him. And Ayton's kind of just plateaued, and unfortunately he's not going to be that next level guy. So, yeah, I know they're they are the 11th seed today. They're tied with Utah, 9.5 out, but they lose the tiebreaker. But if you're writing them off, you're not paying attention to how this league has worked this year.
What is it about Jay Crowder that he always ends up on great teams? Like, I feel like Jay Crowder every year in the playoffs, you're going to see Jay Crowder be on a team that probably goes to the NBA Finals, usually loses, but he's always in the conversation. Does he make a good team great, or does he just manage to find his way onto good teams all the time?
I think it's a little of both. I don't think that Jay Crowder shows up and now all of a sudden you're a different team. So I guess the simple answer would be no to that. Honestly, I'd argue he might even be a little overrated. But, you know, it's way better having his 30 minutes than 0 of them. You know, this is a full-blown starting rotation guy with real playoff history who, fits the profile of the 3-and-D guy. I'm not sure that that's always the case. And I'll admit, too, my own bias of watching certain players or certain players with, 4 minutes left in a game, I think the shot's going in. 2 minutes left in a game, I don't think the shot's going in. And it's just, do I catch them that night when they're missing those shots? But you don't have anything. That's what I've never understood about the Jay Crowder thing. Like, okay, cool, you're pissed, you want the new contract, all that kind of stuff. You're just not going to play, and they're going to grant you this, and then you're not going to do anything. From what I've heard, Phoenix is in on everybody. Like, whenever I make the calls and be like, hey, what's going on, gossip, bullshit, it's like, hey, man, Phoenix seems to be calling about everyone. So I wonder if they can package any of this stuff to kind of feel like they're making one last run, and maybe next year's the close of this run, because the Paul Health thing is clearly, it's not a great bet anymore. And then to be missing Booker, who's a top 10 player in the league for this long, and you're still, I think he's supposed to be reevaluated the 23rd. Most teams aren't. Look at Milwaukee right now; they're losing all of the time, right? Because you can't sustain it. Milwaukee. I was
Pat
looking at
Connaughton got tequila in his eye.
Do you know how much that sucks?
It's brutal.
He also said he got some salt in there.
Yeah, he
And
can't
he's
catch a
white,
break.
so he was probably drinking tequila.
It wasn't his. He says he doesn't drink.
Oh.
That no wonder it fucked him up.
He used the 15-year-old excuse everyone's used with their parents. Like, no, that wasn't mine.
Yeah, I was holding.
It was in underneath my bed.
I was holding it for Giannis.
Yeah, right. No, that
Yeah.
bong, I've never seen that before. My friend's older brother gave it to me and told me, could you hold on to it? And then you found it. Yeah.
Look, Milwaukee was 9-0, 19-6. They're 8-10 in their last 18. Of course, nobody's writing them off, and it just feels like whenever I'm looking at these teams, going, okay, how many teams can win? Who do you like? What grouping? It's like, whose health situation do I like more than the others? That's it.
That was kind of my point. Of the regular season. I'll get into NBA once NFL ends, but it does feel like one of those years I don't really care until we get to the last month of the season playoffs. Tell me who's healthy. Tell me which teams have everyone. Chris Middleton just came back. I don't know what the Bucs are. You've mentioned the Suns. The Celtics have been phenomenal, but they've also been the healthiest. Kevin Durant's out. Just wake me up in late April and tell me who's got their best players still playing.
Well, I think some people are Sanders and some people are Grinders, and I think we both know
that's
who
facts.
those people are.
Hey,
what was that line about football while football season?
While
You just
football
made an excuse.
season's still going
You made
on.
an excuse for yourself.
No. Football season takes all. I mean, it's front and center. I actually also I don't want to come across as one of those guys because I know how it comes across when you say it, but I do like watching college basketball regular season more than NBA.
I don't have enough space.
It's a bad product.
I can't.
I like it.
I can't dedicate myself to football and basketball at the same time. I have to have a clean cut.
Yeah, I watch just all college hoops, and I know it's a bad product. I know the guys just miss shit all the time. I know that games are just ridiculous and stupid because it's 18-year-olds missing free throws. But it always feels like regular season college basketball. There's a lot more at stake because there's less games, and yeah, I watch the Bulls. That's pretty much it. Hand up. That's all
Look, as I get older, I don't care what you like.
No,
I'm
you
happy
do.
You like something. No. I'm happy you like something. So I would never go, oh, I'm an NBA guy. You're an idiot for liking college basketball. Although when I go back and do all the draft prep and I watch all these college games, it's just the officiating is so much worse in college than it is in the NBA. And that's why I just don't think Sunday's a ton of fun to go, oh, you're just going to bitch about refs all day on social media. Cool.
Yeah.
And because it's where are the good refs then? Where's the version of this where it's actually being done really well? It's all the same. It's all the same.
Facts.
Being a ref is actually very difficult.
Yeah.
I think we've learned that with slow-mo replay in football and in basketball. It's got to be impossible to be a referee.
Yeah.
We should start doing that. We should start it right here where we just start giving refs credit for amazing calls.
We stand with that.
Yep, I like it. We'll be like the thin blue line except the white and black. The thin white and black line. I respect officials.
It's Joe West. Remember when Joe West he wore the armband because he was like, we're standing in support against anyone speaking out against referees.
I bet we could get Jake to do a call of the week, like the best officiating call of the week, and he would dive headfirst into the opportunity.
Real nuanced call.
This would be great because how many times you're at home, you're like, what the fuck? And then you see the replay and you're like, man, The official had it.
He nailed
it. The next time that happens, like, I was sitting here and I was completely wrong, and the ref nailed it. Good job.
Yeah,
That's it.
boot lick the refs. I love
that
it.
sideline catch for the Giants yesterday when they were driving and they ran a play quickly so they couldn't get reviewed. Ref nailed it. The second foot getting in bounds like by
Hodgins.
Yeah, maybe a half an inch. Credit to that ref, all over it.
And also, let's not let a few bad apples spoil the bunch. There was only one ref that threw his flag when Kirk Cousins barely got his chin grazed yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That one ref should not be an example of all bad officials on that field because most of them were very fine people.
And also, there was only one ref in the Jaguars-Chargers game that assaulted the holder right before the. Do you remember that at the end of the game? They were about to kick and they froze it, and the ref he tackled the holder.
By the way, actually, I don't fuck that ref because where have you decided that nobody gets practice kicks? That's the whole point of my icing the kicker being stupid because I'm like, if I'm kicking, I'm telling my kicker, hey, you kick that thing. Let's get a little wet here, get it under the and that ref decides you don't see that.
It was crazy.
That I actually had I had a problem with that.
Yeah.
PFT, I do know what you were saying. It was very funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if people will get it.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's fine. I was analyzing officiating. I think that needs to be discussed about more on this platform that we have. You mentioned
Pro ref.
You mentioned the New Orleans Pelicans. I came across a stat about our friend CJ McCollum that I did not realize about him, and I think that we have an opportunity to take a stand for CJ.
That's Jordan Schultz guy, right?
Yeah. Podcaster to podcaster. CJ McCollum is the only of 26 active players that have ever averaged 18 points or more over at least 300 career games and never been to an All-Star game. I think we need to fix that for CJ.
I'm a voter.
Chris Paul should give him his spot this year.
Can you
I
talk
don't
to
think
Chris?
Chris Paul's going to make it.
What?
He hasn't played enough. He hasn't been good this
Or
year.
he's got some other arrangements that he
I'm
has to make?
embarrassed. I didn't realize that. I wouldn't have brought that up.
Yeah, this feels a little bit like the Russell Wilson never got a first place vote in the MVP campaign that his people decided to plant, and then fucking idiots started repeating it all over the place. But can you believe it? It's like, yeah, I can. Do you have internet at home? Do you want to sit down and go over this? We'll dial up a Zoom, and I'll show you why he lost every year. Like, this is stupid.
It worked, though, for a while.
It did until finally some of us were getting through to people being like, maybe this is a terrible point to be making.
Yeah.
Because it sounds bad.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, wait, how does the voting work? Oh, yeah, he should have lost all of those years.
Wait,
no problem.
Ryan, are you telling me that there are better shooting guards in the West than CJ McCollum, and that might be a reason why he hasn't made the
could
All-Star
be.
game? Yeah, I'll wait. Name one.
Give me one name.
Give me one.
Give me one fucking name.
I'll wait.
Hold on, I'm Googling.
I can't think of one good shooting guard in the West.
No, I can't either.
That's just one of those things where you're like, wow, that's weird. And then you go through it and you go, no, it isn't. It's not weird.
Yeah.
Like, CJ's a hell of a player. He's been an awesome player. But the guards have been stacked in the West for years. And he's had, I imagine there's probably a couple injury. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the whole thing. But that doesn't shock me. It's a weird distinction. But he's been awesome for him. He's really good. But sometimes, the All-Star thing's going to time out. And there's also, a little perception thing. And I think there's still some voters. And I'm not even sure if they're wrong. Like, if statistically somebody is just ahead of the guy that is, like, clearly one of the fan attractions, what is the All-Star game? Does it have to be definitively this guy's stats are 1% better than this guy's? Or is there some kind of tie break where you go, hey, I want this guy in the All-Star game? And I think that's what happens a lot, too.
I think we just should vote him in just because he's a podcaster and representation matters.
Yeah, and a friend of ours.
Well, yeah, you guys aren't that close with him.
Well, we were in his fantasy league.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I mean, I was in fantasy league with 9 guys I didn't know.
How'd that happen?
That's pretty cool.
I signed up for baseball. I'm a sneak tip, big baseball fantasy
PFT
guy,
does
and
that.
I did that too. Did you sign up for a random league?
I put my name in, and no one every season, no one thinks it's actually me.
Same. Me too. How'd you finish?
I won.
Oh, fuck. I lost in the finals.
Damn.
I know. I think this is the first year I was like, don't take, God, when I'm out of season, Big Cat, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Jackson Pure for it. So I was like, don't take him this year. I think I took him like 7 years in a row, and then this year it would have actually worked out.
Yeah.
So
That was our MLB preview.
Yeah, there it is. Anyone who's asking, just come back to this show. Ryan, I noticed when we were talking about the West, and I do want to talk a little more about the East, but you didn't mention the Lakers. Don't the Lakers still have LeBron James?
Last time I checked.
So it's actually kind of funny. I'm actually getting to a weird point where I might start respecting LeBron just by the way that he's mailed it in defensively. Ryan actually sends me clips of him just not playing defense, and I laugh every time. But him just being like, I want to get the all-time points record. I want to play with my son. That's kind of it. And you could tell, too, tell me if this is way wrong, league circles, you talk to a lot of powerful people. It feels like the last, 2 or 3 years, everyone has been like, you know what? LeBron is good, one of the best all time, but he's not LeBron anymore because he'll do those demands like, I need help, I need trades, and the front office is like, no, we're not doing this anymore. We're not going to just trade the whole future for a guy who's 38 now. Is that fair?
Yeah, when you're 30, you can get away with it.
Right. Like he's lost his, I think LeBron, it's like this weird shift where he still kind of thinks that he's that guy, and then it just hasn't happened. It's like, wait, no, it is kind of towards the end here.
I also like to correct myself on Jurix and Profar. I knew as soon as I said Jackson Purifier, I was like, that's probably not right.
Okay. Correct.
That's
Make
okay,
sure
though,
that's
because
corrected.
that means that you've learned his name by reading it,
Yeah.
not by saying it out loud. So I respect that.
Because I was always thinking about picking him up on the waivers. I'm like, you've picked this guy up 7 years in a row. All right, back to Big Cat's theory question. We could really explore the space here on this one because it's a really, really it's smart. It's a smart point.
Oh, thank you.
When you're already under contract and you're 38, like, okay, man.
Right.
Like, I know you want help, but I'm not freaking out the way Cleveland was, okay? I'm not freaking out the way Miami has. I love LeBron as a player, okay? I love him. I thought he's going to be one of my all-time favorite players to ever watch. And when you talk about team sports and signing an individual, he is one of the greatest guarantees in the history of team sports. You get this guy on your team, it means you're competing for championships, and that's really, really hard. However, he has had it in his head that like he can't be a partner with a team. It's very weird. I've never quite understood it. I've had it explained to me numerous times where I remember where he was with the Heat and he was mad they hadn't used like the last roster spot on a guy. And so I called somebody. I was like, what? Like, who gives a shit? It's like the 14th or 15th guy. And the way it was explained to me was that LeBron always wants ownership to know that there is pressure, that they can never take a day off. And that's why he did those year-to-year deals with Cleveland, because he always wanted them to have pressure. And it's like, all right, I kind of get your point. I wouldn't totally say it's wrong, but it's not necessarily like having a great partner. So I think he's trying to do some of those same things. He'll also do it too. Like whenever you compliment somewhere else, it's very, very strategic.
Yeah.
He's a very strategic person. And sometimes I think it's really smart. Sometimes I think it's a complete waste of time. When he was complimenting Oklahoma City last year, he was doing it because they had all these draft picks, and I think he was doing it hoping that they would take his kid at some point. And I was like, I don't know that a front office would go.
That's funny.
Right.
I respect that.
It's good. Like, yeah. He's like, maybe if I'm just nice to them, they'll draft my son.
Sam
pay him
Presti's a cool dude.
$100 million.
Sam Presti's
the
can be in
first thing-
Space Jam 3.
I'm sitting there going, all right, let me play the other side of it. I'm Sam Presti, and I'm sitting there with a 27th pick. And I have no idea. His kid, has kind of had this ebb and flow thing. And it's weird because in a way we've been like reluctant to be critical of a high school kid. But at the same time, it's like, don't we do that literally with every other high school kid that's worthy of getting a scholarship or maybe even being drafted in the NBA? And so, imagine if you're Presti and you're going, all right, we get the 27th pick. We're like, well, I don't know. Where do we have him graded? And be like, I got him graded in the 40s. I don't know, though. Remember in 2022, LeBron said that really nice thing about me? Let's fucking
That
take
really
him.
made me happy.
Dude,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, LeBron
So-
was always nice.
It's always been like this stuff happens. When he signed with the Lakers the first time, the Cavs organization was like, are you fucking serious? You did a multi-year deal with him? Like, you made us ride this out year to year? And if you go back to the end of the Cleveland thing, whether, Kyrie, who wanted out at first when I heard about it, was like, man, what's Kyrie doing? Like, who's he think he is? And by the way, that wasn't exactly a completely inaccurate question to ask about him at the time. But it's one of the few times with Kyrie where I've respected it, where he was like, wait, you're going to get rid of me? All right, well, then I'm out of here. Like, I'm not doing this, which, again, I appreciated. And all, like, LeBron had to do at some point was like, hey, you want us to trade this player? You want us to trade this pick? You need to commit to us.
Right.
because you didn't commit to us the last time you went to Miami, which was his right, and it all worked out. I wasn't critical of him when he did it 12 years. I could give a shit then. I don't give a shit now. But to see him, to your point, Big Cat, of like at 38, he can't be traded this year because of the contract. They have him under control for another year plus the option. It's like you can be mad about not having enough help, but we're not as afraid of you as other organizations have been in the past, despite the fact he still puts up massive numbers at this age. And look, let's face it too. Westbrook's there because LeBron wanted him there. And it's a $40+ million bill every year, where the best version of it is him coming off the bench, so he's not fucking up as many minutes as with the rest of the guys. But if Anthony Davis isn't there, as we saw, the healthy version of him is an MVP caliber type player. If he's not there, then it's all a lost cause. I'll finish here. It'll be really, really interesting. I can't wait to see how weird this gets, is my point.
Last question about the Lakers. Is one of your favorite fan fiction like fan bases, fan fiction?
Eric Larson?
No. Buddy Hield to the Lakers. I just always love Lakers fans being like, should have been Buddy Hield. I see his name. I know it should have, but it's just, it constantly is like, should have been Buddy Hield. Should have been. I just love whenever a fan base has one guy where it's like, if that guy had been here, everything would have been solved. It's like, Buddy Hield's nice. I don't think everything would have been solved.
No, it would have been solved. You're right.
He's the golden bullet or silver bullet or whatever you call it.
Yeah. The thing is, though, like that's one of those. I love like years removed from stuff. That wasn't even years removed. That was that night.
Right.
I was talking to somebody being like, "This Sacramento thing's done," and I was like, "Okay, it makes some sense." But the Westbrook thing, like Kuzma's a good player. He's not perfect. He's a really good player. Like whenever I think about trades, I'll go like, "Would you trade?" Fuck, how am I forgetting his name right now? This is awful. This is
our NBA expert, Ryen
Jerickson
Russillo.
Profar.
Yeah, Jerickson Purifier. Well, because there's Kessler Williams, who I made a joke about opening up for God Street Wine at some point, played with the Nets. I think he's a Pepperdine guy. I always mix it up. All right, so Walker Kessler, the Auburn kid who got drafted this year. Would you trade Walker Kessler right now for Rudy Gobert with his contract?
No.
You probably – I mean, I know it sounds a little ridiculous. You might not do that.
Right.
And not only did you do that, you threw in 1 million draft picks on top of everything else. So then when you look at the Westbrook stuff of like what you could have done and then where Westbrook was as an asset this summer, which felt like if he got traded, he might get – like if he got traded to the Pacers in that Turner deal for Hield, which would have ironically brought Hield back, Westbrook was going to get waived by the Pacers.
Right.
And, look, to Westbrook's credit, he's salvaged some of this, but – the Lakers thing, it's tough. It's a tough way to judge it, man, because they won a ring. They won a ring.
Nah.
They went all in on AD.
It was Mickey Mouse, though.
Yeah,
it was
we don't.
Indoors.
I don't do
count
that.
It. We don't. Well, we don't.
I do.
We're not
Mickey,
on your show. You're on our show. We don't count.
I got Ryen Russillo joining us today.
Yeah.
I love it out of here.
So Ryan, let me.
No, he was doing the
like L-E, not L-A.
We're fascinated with the guys who have the auto responses ready, where like LeBron will tweet something and the first reply 2 seconds later would be like LaFraud's rings, and it'd be like Mickey Mouse bubble ring, like Cavs blue, like Draymond got suspended for Game 6. And
Steph Curry injured that year.
And it just breaks it down. It's like he never actually won a real ring.
No, yeah, all right. I thought you were doing the LA thing. That's much funnier.
Yeah.
Better joke. Should have known that with you guys.
No,
I can't imagine. Imagine being one of those guys and meeting a girl, and you're like, what do you do?
I love it. I want to interview him.
I have Woj tweet notification set up so I can copy and paste from my Google Doc of why LeBron James's rings don't count.
Yeah, it's the best.
I got 30 retweets last night.
Yeah, they're starting to do it with Mahomes now too.
I do always love when somebody be like, okay, like they address a tweet from the night before and they're like, okay, lot of controversy on this one. Then you look back, it's 12 comments.
I didn't think this one would pop off.
Yeah. All right. Clearly, I need to address what I said last night because you guys won't stop.
Ryan, I have a thought exercise to go through with you about the Lakers, and then we'll move on to another organization. If LeBron James were to be featured in the picture that the Lakers tweet out after a loss, if that were to happen one night, let's say hypothetically they lose to the 76ers or something, and the next thing that you see is LeBron James, final score, Lakers lose. What does LeBron do? Like, why have they not done this yet? What would be the downside? Would LeBron just refuse to play the next night because he's like, you guys disrespected me by using my picture on a tweet?
So it still hasn't happened yet, right?
No.
It's never happened? I know. I just don't keep up with it. So
It's like there was one that I think the guy, I can't remember who it was, very talented guy. He's actually out of Chicago. I talked to him. He said there was one time that they used LeBron in the background, but it like you could barely see him.
Our guy Stathole has been following it this year, on top of the work that this other guy's done, and it hasn't happened this year.
Yeah, and the Lakers I think they did that to try to get some heat off, which just made it it made it worse for them. Yeah,
right.
But
that
they
makes
were
it even worse.
Yeah, look, LeBron's in this picture, but he was like way in the back, and it wasn't really like you couldn't really even see it was him.
Dude, some of the stuff people notice. Like, you're
yeah.
just going, this is crazy. You know,
We're all bored.
Like,
we're all kind of
did you
bored.
Well, so
did you see Chandler Parsons liked this tweet? You're like, from when?
as of
Yeah, last night Billy was like, Lamar Jackson liked a tweet about going to the Jets, and then he unliked it like 3 minutes later. And I was like, good investigative work, Billy. Like, we got to be on top of that.
So Stathole has actually kept track of this. As of January 13th this season, the team without LeBron is tied for Westbrook for being featured in the graphic with 6 times. Reeves has been on their 5, Brown 4, AD Schroeder 3, Walker, JTA, Beverly 2, Ryan, Bryant, Gabrielle, and then he says whoever number 9 is have all done it once, but no LeBron. There's never been LeBron featured as it.
And they've lost a lot.
They have. I just want to know, I'm curious to know what would happen if they, because it's very clearly a rule that they're not allowed to feature him. So would LeBron go like into the front office the next day and be like, "Hey, I saw that tweet."
Yeah, contract. What if it was in his contract and it was voided?
Yeah, that's what they should do.
Yeah, well, that's what LeBron needs to figure out a way to get it so he can then go back to the Cavs and be like, I'm coming home to win another ring, even though that team's really fucking good on its own.
He does. He's taking them hostage on social media. He's a terrorist.
It's really weird. It's really weird. Okay. Clearly, I don't know why somebody would do this. It would be even weirder. Look, if it's a social media person just deciding to do it, that's weird. If it's actually some sort of mandate, that makes it 100 times more weird.
Yeah.
But now that it's all out there and people have been talking about it, when did you guys first notice it? Like, you would notice this stuff before I would. Last year?
It was
Last
the
year,
guy. Yeah, I apologize. His name's escaping me, but he did a whole video on YouTube that was very funny, and he was the one who first found it. It was like sometime in like February or March last year, and it was like the Lakers never put LeBron on losing graphics.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah, it's very strange.
But now you got to just get it over with.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Or
It'd be retweeted a lot.
Or you defiant. You're like, oh, they're on to us. Now I'm definitely not giving in. I'd probably do that.
Yeah, never do
It also might just come from the top. Maybe the ownership is just like, hey, we don't
But
feature
think how
our
weird
stars.
this is. Because this is unfortunately what the league is. And this is like when a football guy goes, one of my buddies was like, that league sucks. What's wrong with you? And I said, look.
I like that guy.
Right.
Can you hook us up with him?
Right. I go, you've hung out with him before, big guy. I go, look, man, if I didn't love it, I might hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the amount of time that is spent on things solely because of feelings and going, we just need to do everything we can to make sure this person doesn't tell us he hates us in 6 months. It's a lot of effort. And, I'm staunchly pro player in all the CBA negotiations, which I feel like is this caveat that I throw out there far too often. But sometimes I wonder, like, do you guys just want to make this job even harder for all the people that are trying to put together teams?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't a shut up and dribble thing. It's a very simple, like, how much of an asset or distraction do you want to be to a team and the team concept? And I think a lot of that stuff is done.
So, all right. So, perfect segue. I get one Bulls question. Was that the fastest max contract signing superstar, and Zach LaVine might not be in the superstar star.
I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Upset at management turnaround, because I think it was, so he signed it obviously this summer. I think it was early December. The rumors came out that he was upset at Billy Donovan in the front office. So he had just signed for an insane amount of money And it feels like the Bulls are already back into, like, should they blow it up? Like, maybe they should.
It was pretty quick.
It was very quick.
One of my all-time favorites was Steven Jackson, where he signed a contract. I think it was Golden State, and he didn't even make it a couple months. He was like, "Get me out of here," and they ended up trading him too. And then I asked him about it. This is before, I've run into him a few times because of the industry and because Legends promotes all the smoke, and you know what I mean. Like, there's a few times I've run across him. But when I interviewed Steven Jackson about it, I was like, "Is there any part of you?" I might be getting some of the details wrong, but I was like, "You got your 3-year extension, and then you immediately were like, I'm out of here." And he was like, "No." Like, it was, he answered the way Steven Jackson you'd expect him to. And then he hung up. He was like, "Oh, the tunnel, it's getting weird." And he hung up, and it was a phoner at ESPN Radio. Levine, though, and part of the goal of this has been, as we've seen, kind of like a desensitizing to all of it. At first, it was people being mad about somebody leaving in free agency. And then you had the debate of, like, was LeBron actually a lot cooler about what he did because he waited until free agency than what Melo did? Or was Melo cooler because he went to Denver and said, "Hey, I'm not coming back, so you better get something for me now"? I mean, you can make an argument he was actually doing them more of a favor, but if you ask George Karl, who was coaching him at the time, he's like, "This is the fucking worst," because this guy's showing up to work every single day, where LeBron was still competing at a high level. So now we've gone over the decade plus of, like, all right, well, I can ask with a year left on my deal.
Right.
And then it's like, I can ask for like 2 years left on my deal. And then you have Harden, who has such little regard for competition at times, who had no problem completely tanking on his own. We talk about teams tanking. Harden tanked on his own for 2 different organizations in 13 months and is okay. Yeah, like, is okay with it. And then we'll do an interview being like, "How come I didn't get more credit for taking a discount this year?" You're like, "I don't know."
Respect.
How much time do you have?
The personal tank.
I
like
honestly respect the James Harden tank because he just said he found a loophole in the system, which is you can get as many lawyers as you can into a room, spend years negotiating a CBA. None of them can come up with a counter to, "I'm just going to get fat."
Yeah.
Right. Or did he bet on the Kings tonight? Yeah. Like, it's unbelievable in NBA circles. There's the infamous Harden Sacramento Kings game from last year where I sent a text to somebody who was like, "Dude, are you all right?" After that game. And people even know about it. So then you have Durant, who the extension hadn't even kicked in yet, and he wanted out of there this summer.
Yep.
So that kind of takes us to the journey of a Zach LaVine. It's a monster number. LaVine gets it. The Bulls are afraid not to pay it, to lose an asset for nothing, especially as DeRozan has gotten older, yet is still incredible. And the DeRozan contract, 10 times better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was kind of high considering the market, and I was totally wrong. He's been fucking awesome for him. But the East got better really quick. So where Chicago thought, we do the Vooch deal, we do DeRozan. Fortunately, Lonzo doesn't play. We add Caruso. LaVine has definitely become a better player as far as the decision-making, but there's still always those moments with him where you're kind of like, what are you doing? He had a night the other night where he just decided because DeRozan wasn't playing. He's like, I'm just going to fucking take it to the hole every single time. And I don't know. Sometimes with that stuff, it feels like when you're playing by yourself, the 4 guys are sitting around, then they don't play defense. So it is very quick, Big Cat, but it's also the natural progression. It's the natural order of things where now players are like, I'll just get the number and I'll get the years, and I don't have to play this game where I have to wait 3 to ask out. I'll just ask out whenever. And so Chicago, unfortunately, especially owing Orlando another pick here, like, they're just not good enough. Although they beat all the good teams, which is a little fluky this year.
Yeah.
I think everything's on the table for them. But what usually ends up happening is you find a way to rebuild around it. And the other point to LaVine is everybody's cool with the situation, him deferring to DeRozan when you're winning. As soon as the situation's the complete same, your numbers are still good. Now you start losing some games because of other issues, and now it's like, oh, I don't know about my role. It's like, man, you're still taking like 20 shots a game.
Right.
Like, what are you looking for?
So, blow it up?
Yeah, well,
they're stuck. They're stuck. They're right back in the spot. They're right back.
They're stuck.
It was nice for like 3 months last year. It was a very fun ride. They were 1 in the East. And then we're back kind of to the no man's land of the NBA.
I, in a weird way, had respect for them going like, all right, they're trying to just add some pieces. They're not waiting around with cap space every single year going, no, that guy's not good enough. I mean, think about the Knicks. The Knicks were hesitant about giving up assets because of Donovan Mitchell for Donovan Mitchell because they were like, well, how will that impact the next guy? You're like, get the fucking first guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Get the first guy and then worry about the rest later.
Yeah.
So I had really some respect for the Bulls doing something where, well, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to like, hey, we're not even close. Let's at least be part of the conversation. And now they're not even in that.
Right.
So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I was talking to another team that was like, anytime you do those deals like the one they did for Vooch, you have to guarantee that you're incrementally better. Like, okay, we're now a playoff team that can win a round, where without him we can't. And with Vooch, it was a completely lateral thing with the other pieces around it. But it doesn't – there's nothing there, and especially with missing the second pick. You know, it doesn't really it really doesn't make any sense to hang on to what they have right now, although I get why they did it.
Okay, so go ahead, PFT.
I was going to say, well, shout out to Kenny Beecham. He was the guy that found the LeBron James thing.
Yes, Kenny Beecham.
About the Lakers' social media. I want to talk real quick about the draft, because it seems to me that Wimbayana is a guy that – I don't even know if I said his name right.
Yeah, you did.
He seems to me like he's a guy that could take a completely irrelevant random franchise and just change the outlook of that entire city towards basketball for the next, 5, 6, 7 years, however long, if you choose to stick around there. Is he really that good, or have I been lied to and brainwashed by the mainstream media to believe that this guy has that type of, like, we haven't seen a guy in the draft like that for a while that could instantly come in and change the entire face of a franchise?
Yeah, I think whenever you're doing the draft stuff, you're wondering how many of those guys exist when in the league of 450-plus players, that list isn't ever more than, I think it's like a list of 6 or 7 players who really are, as soon as you get them on the team, okay, we're a completely different team and we have a real chance to do something. So you're not lucky enough to get one of those in the draft every single year. You're going to go multiple drafts without ever getting those kinds of guys. However, when you watch him play, it's make-believe.
It's crazy.
We've never seen anything like it. It'd be like creating a player in a video game, and he's the most amazing. It's like taking Michael Jordan and playing him in some career mode thing and then saying, okay, now I want to make him 7'5".
Yeah.
I was watching clips the other day because he's fascinating. Like, he's an alien. And I know Giannis is an alien, but, like, he's more of an alien than Giannis. He's taking, and I don't know about the competition level, he's taking floater three-pointers and making them. Floaters. Like, off 1 foot.
He had 2 block shots yesterday where he didn't jump.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like you can't. Now, is the competition really bad? Like, is this going to be a situation where he shows up? I can't imagine that he would not be as good as advertised, but is he dominating on, like, people that are just not good? Because some of these clips are mind-boggling to watch when he goes, like, coast to coast through the legs and is dribbling like a point guard, and then he's just 7'5" and dunking on people.
No, he's 7'2". I was exaggerating.
No, 7'5", 7'5".
7'5". Keep it at 7'5". No, he is that good. He is that good, and the competition is really good. And we've seen now for multiple years a lot of the international players. The league he's playing in is as good as the Australian and all the stuff that's going on down there. Like, that league is getting really, really good. And I'm not an expert necessarily on all this kind of stuff, but I've seen him play enough against whether it's older guys or the same age people where it isn't about competition. It isn't. I mean, I think the only concern with Wembanyama is that I have a theory that I don't know if anybody agrees with me on this. I feel like we've seen too many players that their bodies are too big for their game, or their game is too perimeter oriented for their bodies, where we have these 7-foot-plus players who have all these skills. This is the new evolution of the player. Where, like, when I think about Porzingis, like, the thing that jumped out at first, like, look at all this shit that he can do. And then it's like, okay, but is he too big? Will he stay healthy? Chet Holmgren was another one where I'm like, the stuff this guy can do. Like, Chet's a really good basketball player. So if he's healthy and figures it out, he's going to be really good. Not even worried about it. But you're like, are you supposed to be able to move like this? So as magical, whatever adjective you want to use on watching Victor, to see him cross dudes up, to see him step back threes, to see him finish like baseline on the other side, all these perimeter things that you've seen guys 6 foot whatever do. Like, is a team going to actually do this? You could add Durant to the list of, like, look at his body type and the perimeter skills that he has. And, luckily for the most part, he's been healthy enough to have a Hall of Fame career, but it's still a little disappointing because you're always worried about it all the time. I think that's a concern. I definitely think it's a concern when the guys are younger and they haven't filled out enough and they don't have that man strength on them and all that kind of stuff. From just a skills standpoint, when people say he's the best prospect they've ever seen, it's not bullshit. It's not hyperbole. But if somebody says he's a better prospect coming in than LeBron, they're full of shit.
Right.
Because LeBron had the perfect body type immediately. You knew exactly how he was going to fit into a game. And, it's not the same as Embiid if we want to talk Philly at any point. Like, I love Embiid, but in today's game to go, all right, we're going to post you up when we need a bucket late, it's just not the way this game is played anymore, as dominant as Embiid can be. And so with Wembanyama, I'm like, okay, it's insane. He goes one. Maybe he is all these things, but there's like, is he playing small forward?
Right.
Is he
Where does
actually,
fit?
are you
he
ISOing him?
He's 18, so he does have a few years to fill out and develop.
Get taller?
Get taller maybe. Get up to 7'7", 300 pounds. You remember that when like every year LeBron would get an inch taller and 10 pounds heavier when people would talk about him?
The 10 pounds heavier thing, like he would have been in the whale.
Yeah.
Every
Brendan
year
Fraser.
with that.
No,
Fraser, shout out. Did you guys see it?
I did not see that.
yeah.
Heard he's a great guy though. LeBron James would put on 10 pounds during a game. You remember that lie?
Yeah. No.
Wait, during a game, lose. Come on.
No.
What? The lie was somebody said LeBron James is such a freak that I actually saw him weigh in before and after a game, and he gained, I think it was 10 pounds. It was at least 5. He gained 10 pounds over the course of an NBA game.
Is that the same person that's in charge of the Lakers' social media this season?
It actually
That's
might
the
be.
person.
But what I'm saying with Wembanyama is I love the randomness of it, that wherever this guy could go could actually change the course of the NBA because of a ping pong ball machine. Mm-hmm. Hank's definitely not getting Wembanyama.
No.
No, look, man, I totally get what you're saying, and I want to sound like I'm down it. Like everybody takes him one. You go, we might have a chance at somebody that's going to do all the things you're talking about, PFT. Like I totally get it. I totally get but it's just different because it's kind of like the Evan Mobley. It's not the same as the Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham argument. Mobley was like a perfect prospect, but you were like, Cade's going to have the ball in his hands all the time. And in today's league, the teams that have the best ball handling, decision making, like it's wings. It's wings that can attack, wings that can shoot, wings that can switch. That's why this Boston thing, which is so ironic about can Tatum and Jaylen Brown play together, it's why they're the favorites right now, because they have 2 all-star level wings in their prime that you don't have to worry about their health. So I wonder, he is fucking awesome, okay? Let's not get it mistaken. It's just from the NBA fit of taking over a franchise and him being that number one guy. Maybe it ends up being just a slightly taller Durant, although Durant's probably only, I don't know, Durant's easily 7 feet, though, from anybody that's around him.
So all these points are great, and this is why I respect your opinion, because you actually think about these things. I think what we should do, PFT sidebar, Wembanyama GOAT.
Just jump out?
Yeah, he's just the best
Well,
ever. He's literally the best ever. He's going to be the best ever.
He's the best
so
prospect
incredible.
of all time.
Yeah, all time, and anyone says differently is an idiot.
Victor Wembanyama Stan account?
Yeah, so we'll just do that side, and you can actually like have actual thought in your analysis.
In the NBA, it's perfect because you can find like a stat line every night that hasn't been done since like 1960 or whatever. We'll just cherry pick all the Wembanyama stats per minute.
So we'll do that. So we got
Never
we got
lost
this,
in the finals.
Yeah, we got this side covered. And
all right, you guys good.
Yeah, we'll cover your back. Where if for some reason he does turn out to be the GOAT, you can just hop back on board with us and be like, remember that part of my take? We did the NBA preview in the middle of January, also MLB preview. We discussed this. He's the GOAT. So we got you.
This has been the best preview of all, I think.
time.
We've covered all our bases.
Yeah.
We're not even previewing this year.
No.
We're actually just talking about 2024, actually.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to more Russillo, but first, he's brought to you by Norton LifeLock. There's no better time than the new year to resolve to protect your identity and finances. Identity thieves can take out loans in your name, take over and drain your banking and investment accounts, and more. It can be dangerously easy to become a victim of identity theft. And if you do become a victim of identity theft, you want somebody like Norton LifeLock in your corner because they make it easy to help protect your identity and your financial future. LifeLock monitors your accounts, it monitors your credit, and it detects potential threats to your identity that you might miss on your own. And if it happens, you have a U.S.-based restoration specialist that will work with you to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock by Norton is the New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Join today, save up to 25% off your first year. Go to lifelock.com/PMT. That's lifelock.com/PMT for 25% off. You never know who's out there trying to steal your identity. It might be Colin Cowherd and his show taking everything that you do. You're going to want Norton LifeLock on your side. lifelock.com/PMT. lifelock.com/PMT. 25% off. Now here's more Ryen Russillo. Honestly, I know you like to talk about like the real X's and O's because you do watch all the games. So we can talk about the Nets a little bit. Is Kevin Durant overrated? Go.
No. I love Kevin Durant. The guy was going to be – I mean, Jokic is probably going to win an MVP again this year. Jokic –
Wait.
Yeah.
Can you win the MVP if you – like, is there – the MVP is obviously human voted. I know Jokic is incredible. Yeah, humans do vote it. Do you think that he will get dinged because he hasn't gone deep in the playoffs and giving a guy 3 years in a row? Voters are just going to be like, well, it doesn't matter.
Maybe for some, but I mean, you should be voting on who the MVP is that year and comparing it with who else.
But that,
I'm not saying it's for everybody.
Yeah, you know that's not how it always works. It's narratives too.
He's a 0.2 assist away from a triple-double. And it's not a, hey, I want the ball every time.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook.
Those are the worst triple-doubles ever. But
did he or did he not average a triple-double that season?
Yeah, he also had the highest single usage rate.
No. Answer the question.
In the modern era.
Did he or did he not average a triple-double that season?
Hey, I thought it was cool, too, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I was like, man, this guy's got a triple-double.
Wait, give me your power rankings. Who has the best triple-doubles in the NBA?
The best triple-doubles?
Yeah.
I mean, Luka, what he's doing right now is fucking stupid. But it also kind of speaks a bit to the usage stuff that is a real problem for me. Like, this league has decided, and I think some of the math has gone like, okay, if we have this player, why do other players have the basketball? Let's have him have the basketball more. We saw that a lot with the peak Harden stuff in Houston. And then I'd look at the numbers and go, okay, these numbers are staggering. But when you watch it, you got 4 guys fucking standing around the whole time. And I know nobody wants to talk about anybody ever playing any sport, but if anybody's ever played any basketball, even if you're winning games and scoring a lot of points, you're not that interested.
Yeah.
And even more so if you're a millionaire who probably had 30 a game in high school. And then you ask in the playoffs to go, hey, now be engaged and now be ready to start taking some more shots because they're going to start doubling me and defending harder and they're going to play us multiple games in a row because it's a playoff series. So can you guys, after 6 months of watching me, be way more engaged now and be ready to take some big shots and also defend and box out if I can't figure out how to do something? So some of the stuff's been totally overrated. I know what it means historically. And as much as I feel guilty at times with Luka, like if I need a basket tonight or I need a basket right now, Luka's the best option in the entire league. He just is. He's so good. He gets the best angles. He can shoot, the playmaking, all that stuff. It's incredible. But when I look at these weeks where we have these absurd numbers, it's never been easier to score in the modern era. And part of that is the spacing. Part of it is the officiating, and a big part of it, credit to the players, is that these guys are insane shot makers. The talent level is that high. When I look at like the 7th, 8th, 9th guy in some teams sometimes, I just laugh going, this guy doesn't even play. That's how talented this league is. It's the most talented time I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay? But I hesitate to be as enamored with some of these crazy stat lines that we see because I'm like, this is kind of what we've seen the last 5-6 years with just teams selling out, going, do everything on every possession. And it's fun, and it's a celebration of that player's talents. I think it sucks for the team long term. I think those teams flame out in the playoffs for the most part. I've done the history on it. You don't have a lot of success with the top usage guys in the last 20 years. There's like one finals appearance, and that's Iverson with that Sixers team that sucked around him. I think there's a Western Conference Finals appearance. That's Harden when they blew the 3-2 lead to Golden State. There's 7 teams that didn't make the playoffs. Kobe's got a year in there. You're like, what the fuck were they even doing? And so when I look at Jokic's raw numbers and then back it up with what I watch, that guy would be happy taking 5 shots a game.
Yeah.
And they still might win. That's how in control he is, and why with him versus Doncic or some of the other Westbrook Harden stuff in the past, I think I just appreciate it more with Jokic. And if they end up being the 1 seed, and you'll have to compare it to everything else that's out there. Okay, well, where's Durant when he comes back, right? Does Ja have a late case in this? Will Milwaukee move up? Could Tatum get back into this thing? Booker lost his momentum, all those things. You can't say, oh, it'll be 3 in a row for a guy that hasn't really gone that far in the playoffs, even though they did make it to the Western Conference Finals the year the Lakers won the whole thing.
Bubble year.
You can't do that to Jokic and then make these imaginary penalties against him, because then who's the other option?
I totally agree. I think he is the MVP. He's incredible. Like, he's so much fun to watch.
And he makes everybody around him better,
yeah,
too.
and in his control of the game and the way he's just able to do everything,
Aaron Gordon's
so
a completely different guy now.
Yeah.
Like, look at his numbers in Orlando. PFT, you're totally right. Look, they had these amazing offensive ratings last year with all the guys missing.
Yeah.
Like, you were looking at what they were
incredible.
doing.
I'm just saying I know how this works. I know how the NBA voting works. There's a reason why, like Karl Malone has an MVP, or LeBron didn't win it every single year in that stretch where he was by far the best player. Steve Nash had 2 MVPs. Like, there's just weird shit happens with the NBA MVP, and voters get fatigue. I agree.
Russell Wilson never got a vote.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Russell Wilson never got a vote.
Carson Wentz got 2.
All right, so quick last few questions. Sixers. Max is going to be mad if we don't mention them. Let him down easily.
I really liked the roster so much when the season started. Harden's missed 16 games, Embiid's missed 12, Maxi's missed 20. There's all these numbers that are going to tell you they're really good, and that you shouldn't say it's Boston, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, and then Philly. But I'm telling you, it feels like Boston, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, and then Philly. And Brooklyn could be a massive disappointment, too, if the Durant thing doesn't get straightened out. Can I ask you guys a quick question?
Uh-huh.
This has been a really good Kyrie stretch.
Yeah.
And I'll answer the rest of this Philly question here, but that was a high-usage answer on the Jokic thing, so I want to pass the ball here a little bit more. Would you respect Kyrie more or less if he just toned it down because he's a free agent?
Less. Because if you're gonna be about it, be about it. The fact that he's been a little bit too quiet recently, so I hadn't been thinking about that, Ryan. That's why I like having you on the show, because I hadn't put 2 and 2 together. I just thought that with Kyrie, he maybe was trying to be a good teammate, maybe learned a lesson. But really, what I was thinking in the back of my head was he's been a little bit too quiet, and something big's about to. He's been cooking something up in his lab. He's gone off the grid, and he's been developing a new take that he's going to come out with soon. But the way that you put it actually does make me respect him less. The fact that he's shutting his mouth up because he might have to go get paid somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I always thought his apology thing was just ridiculous. It was like everyone had to tell him to apologize, and then he still didn't, and then finally was like, oh yeah, maybe the Holocaust happened. My bad. Hand up. It was like, dude, why even apologize at this point? You don't want to.
Yeah, less is the right answer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the right tact to do what he's doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't get me
Right.
wrong. Not stopping denying the Holocaust was a great move for
Yes,
Kyrie. I can't
for his future
I can't underline that
earnings.
enough, and just for him as a person. But the fact that he may have only stopped doing it because he's going to be a free agent, that undermines his credibility.
Right, and it also it goes to did he stop having the thoughts? I don't think so.
Yeah, thoughts usually aren't just like, wow, that was a crazy Wednesday.
Yeah, right. Shouldn't have tweeted that one.
Did you watch the documentary yet, Ryan?
No, I didn't.
I thought you were a co-producer on it.
Nope, was not. All right, so
It
back
gets
to
some very
Philadelphia.
basic historical facts incorrect. I want to just put that out there.
lot.
Aside,
And you know.
Yeah.
I know. I've waded through some murky propaganda before, and this beats most of them.
Yeah, I mean, you had to put the waders on.
Yeah.
And go through it in those dark years for you.
Well, like you watch the games. I have to watch the anti-Semitic documentaries so that
Just make sure.
I really know what I'm talking about when I tell Kyrie that he's full of shit.
Right, and then he calls Dan and be like, Dan.
Wait, Sixers.
Philly.
Yeah.
Philly. Okay,
They're,
all right.
They're
So we
not
know
going
that-
anywhere, huh?
All right, so we know they've missed games. And I watch because, the MVP vote thing got a little nasty last year. A lot of stuff flying around. And in a way, when you looked at who Jokic was and what Giannis had done, like if Giannis had not won MVP, to your point, Big Cat, if he had not won one, he would have won it last year.
Right. That's how it works. Right.
You're right. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just telling you I try not to do it that way. Okay. Embiid I ended up voting third, and people thought I was like losing my mind. And I went, well, I'm kind of stuck, and I think the standings are close enough. And I just feel like when I looked at the injuries and what Jokic did with this offense and all this different stuff, and granted, look, there was a game against Sacramento where they decided like 5 straight possessions to attack Jokic, which couldn't be a concern for them come playoff time. But like I said, man, this last month or so, they've been really good on defense. So when I'm going through the Embiid stuff, I'll watch really closely. And I cannot express as much how much I like the dude. He fucks up at the end of the games a lot, man. I'm telling you. And I don't know if it's on him as much as it speaks to some of the stuff we were just talking about with Wembanyama, and that what does an offense look like when a big man is your focal point? And granted, Embiid is still more, or I would say less perimeter-based than some of the crazy shit we see Wembanyama do. But if you're like, we got to get Embiid a touch, I mean, how many Sixers fans, you may not want to admit this, but how many times do you agree? It's like he gets the touch and then he gets everybody collapses on him, and then him like kind of forced into a tough shot decision where it's like, I'm the guy, so I'm supposed to take the shot, but it might not be the best shot, so now I'm going to get a pass to somebody the other way. He hit the game winner against Utah. He was a tough option there prior to that shot. He threw one out of bounds. He missed another one. He had some some possessions against the Pelicans where I'm like, man, what are you doing? So then I looked it up. I looked up the clutch turnover rate for the top players in the league. Bradley Beal's number 1 in turnover rate, clutch time. Not a shock if you're a Wizards fan. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is Harden. Number 3 is Embiid. Players, turnover rate. Now, it doesn't mean that this stat can't be fixed somewhere, but it matches what I see. Mm-hmm. It matches all of the times where there's a lot of Philadelphia numbers where the profile is great. Hey, look at this, what they can do on offense. Look at all their depth. Look at the different defenders they can throw at you. There's a lot to like about them, but I can't help but get past some of the Harden Embiid moments at the close of games where I'm like, what are these guys doing? And maybe this gets sorted out, but it's been a problem the first half of the season.
All right, Max is chomping at the bit. I don't know if you've met Max, Ryan. He is our new producer, not new anymore. He's been with us for like 6 months. Diehard Philly fan. Max, go ahead. Try not to swear.
Don't disagree with anything that you said there. All Philly fans have watched Embiid then just dump the ball into Embiid in crunch time, and he just dribbles, and then kind of either dribbles off his foot or throws up some fadeaway turnaround that is the most infuriating thing ever. My number 1 question is how much of that blame is Doc Rivers?
Not as much as you want it to be, man.
I knew you were going to give me some bullshit answer like that.
Now his Philly's coming out.
I'm sorry.
He was so nice.
Yeah, no, he can't hold it. He can't hold it back for long.
Hey, look, it's a bit like Kyrie. If you're going to be about it, be about it. Yeah. I respect the Philly guys. I didn't expect that to go.
No, we asked Max all-time moment a couple weeks ago. We asked him like, what's wrong with Carson Wentz? And his brain like stopped. He was like, he's a mental, and he's like, wait, I can't say the word that comes after that. He's like, he's a mental pussy. It was like the cleaned up Philly version of it.
I am not a big blame the coach guy. I'm just not. Do you really think there's not somebody on that 8 or 9 person staff that's like, hey, maybe we have an entry pass from this angle, or him? At least they have Harden who can throw him a fucking entry pass. Mm-hmm. Those years where Embiid, I'm like, God damn, like, can somebody get this guy a clean look? Can't you figure out a way to, like, get the ball opposite? And this is coming from somebody that is rooting for Embiid, that likes him. But there's a real dependency on, like, both he and Harden getting fouled, that there's going to be playoff games where you don't get those calls. It's just not going to happen. I've seen it happen too many times. You look at the average number of free throw attempts. It can all look like it's averaged out. It hasn't mattered. There will be a night where you're not getting those calls, and that's a tough way to live. It's a tough way to live if you're thinking about getting out of the East or winning a championship. And that is kind of the foundation of all the shit that we talk about, right? Like, this is my Lamar Jackson thing that I've always brought up. Like, don't get mad that I'm still critical of Lamar in certain ways, because now we're holding Lamar to an MVP standard. We're comparing Lamar to Josh Allen. We're comparing him to Mahomes. We're comparing him to, I don't know, whoever's on that list. Can't be Herbert anymore, right? But you see the point. The Chicago Bulls, same thing with you, Big Cat, last year. They went, 31-17 or something like that? And then I'm going, yeah, but I don't know how they match up with Milwaukee or Brooklyn. And then all the Chicago people got super pissed. You go, no. You don't get to be the 1 seed and then get fucking pissed when you can compare to your peers, because now your peers are different. And so for Philly, for who this team has been, the investment they've put in it, the star power that they have, and I like the roster. I'm only comparing Philadelphia to the other teams they have to get past. And anybody that's watched the first half of the season, I don't know how they would say, even with the injuries, you're like, you know what? I like them getting out of the playoffs better than those other teams. Not impossible, but by the standard that we go of comparing yourself to your peers, not just, hey, are you good? Philadelphia is behind those other teams.
Let me ask you this, Ryan. Since you brought up Lamar Jackson, hypothetically, which would you rather have? I got into this debate yesterday. Lamar Jackson, $220 million guaranteed, or Daniel Jones, 5 years, $175 million. And
I take Lamar.
Yeah, of course.
But the Daniel Jones isn't guaranteed.
It's what? Like football? Is it the Kaepernick guarantee, which is the most non-guaranteed contract of all time? It was like, Kaepernick signed for $100-something million. You're like, yeah, and 15's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, go back and look up those numbers. It was hilarious. I think it may have gotten the second year guaranteed because the way it all worked out. I'd heard all season long, and this is the same thing to the Dak point of how weird that conversation got. It was like, oh, they're not going to pay him. It's like they offer him a pretty good deal. Dak thinks he can get a better one as he has more leverage. And guess what? He broke his leg and still got the better deal. It worked out. The Lamar stuff was really weird if you go through all the Harbaugh quotes where it sounds like there's a real detachment there between, you know, you guys are friends. Like PFT, Big Cat and I are friends with a bunch of athletes. So
what does that mean?
So mean.
You think I'm not friends with Spencer Hawes?
Spencer's
I just
ride or
saw
die
Big
guy.
Spence. I just saw Big Spence the other day.
It's ride or die.
Are you that close with him?
Yeah, no, I knew Spencer back like 2013.
Hank and I went and ate dinner at his house. He made us dinner once.
I think Spencer was like the first athlete that I hung out with when I first started
cool
writing about sports, like way before I ever knew I was going to be a podcaster. He was like, he found out I was in Seattle at one point. He's like, dude, you're going to be in Seattle. Let's hang out. Went over to his house, hung out in his hot tub. Good guy.
Great guy. Ride or die, just AWL.
Just you and him?
Yeah, just me and him.
That's cool.
Whatever
Yeah,
happens underwater doesn't count.
We listened to Cameron, had a great time. It was a hell of a night. You know how he feels
He's
about
so
Dipset.
nice, but
the best.
he's another classic, like, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? And I'm like, I don't know, dude, the Hornets. He asked if he could come over to watch games, and it's like a guy who played in the league would have endless insight for me, and I was like,
Kind of
I
got
don't know.
my thing.
I got like a nice 6-hour little stretch here, and then I'm going to watch In Bruges maybe later for second time around. All right. I don't even know what the fuck we were talking
You were
about
making
anymore.
fun of
the
me for
actor
not
thing.
having athlete friends, which is
Right, that's right.
highly factually inaccurate.
No, Spencer Hawes is a great one.
Yeah,
Good call.
thank you.
Athletes that you're friends with, right, will say, fuck the teams when it comes to the medical stuff, right? This is the endless war. It can never be solved. The player always thinks the team is fucking them, and the team always thinks that the player could play, right? And I've even heard, I forget who it was, a guy played basketball. He said once, he was like, the team doctor we had one year just straight up said, look, I work for the team, so understand that. I work for the team. I'm going to do the best I can for you, but when it's a tie, I work for the team. And so I don't know how hurt Lamar really is. I read all the Sando stuff this morning on The Athletic that I thought was awesome and gave you real insight. But I'd also heard all season long, much like the Dak thing, that he asked for the Deshaun Watson guaranteed number. And other owners, other organizations aren't going to look at that number as a real number. They're going to go, that was an insanely unique situation that I get everybody's pissed off about. So if Lamar truly, truly wants that number, then I don't think that he's going to be there next year.
That's interesting you say, because when I was texting with Joe Burrow about that, he had a different mindset, and Taylor Heineke was telling me that he's going into free agency knowing that he actually would not want that same type of contract because the money is just too much and too much pressure. So I thought it's interesting that you took that perspective when my friends are telling me otherwise.
So
point,
that
PFT.
was three white athletes that you're friends with, PFT?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even get to John Kuhn. Yeah, I haven't even,
Blake Griffin.
I haven't even
Throwing Blake
opened up the
Griffin.
can on
Throwing Blake
fullbacks
Griffin.
yet.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin is a
Blake
man that
Griffin.
I know.
Yep.
I have many friends in the NBA.
I was just trying to help you out.
Some of my best friends play basketball, Ryan.
He knows over 9 basketball players.
Lorenzo
thing
Neal.
about Kevin-
Lorenzo Neal and
Yeah.
I were just talking the other day about Lamar's contract. It's fascinating you brought that up. I did hear a rumor, though, that Lamar has COVID, like long COVID. I don't know if it's true or not, but I recall like last year when I first started to notice like the way that they talk about Lamar is very weird and very different.
The
from
Ravens, yeah.
The Ravens. was back like I want to say November of last year. I even said on the show I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens were going to try to move him this offseason, and everyone thought I was insane. But it was just based on feel that the organization has been very strange with Lamar since at least, I don't know, last 18 months or so.
PFT had it first.
Since the butt issues started.
Facts.
I feel like Big Cat just totally shut down. the last
No,
2
I
minutes.
no. I mean, PFT's right.
I've been saying for a
He's
while.
Yeah.
You're right. I thought the stuff when you combine it all together, you go, wait, like we have a real thing here. It was funny to see him in different jerseys and all that shit, but
It's weird.
does that mean that people? Okay, here's another one. This is one of my other favorite ones. Like when you have a take on a quarterback. Let's say you don't like the quarterback as much as the rest of the public does, and then the team gets rid of him. It's kind of like my Kirk Cousins in Washington one, where I was like, I know he puts up some decent numbers, but I was like, wait, and they decided to be like, hey, we're just not going to have one instead of paying you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our
Like,
strategy.
doesn't
play
that
this
mean?
position, yeah.
Doesn't that mean you win the argument? Is there a weird win in here for the people that weren't 100% in on Lamar if the Ravens are like, yeah, actually we are going to trade you?
Oh, they'll
Or
take
is
it as
solely-
a win. Yeah, they'll take it as a win for sure.
He's a running back.
Yeah. And I've
Yeah,
also
the running back thing was dude, literally, it was a great hoodie. It was comically, historically inaccurate hoodie.
Do you know what's funny too is with the Lamar stuff is now that Justin Fields is obviously the guy for the Bears, I find myself like I have to defend Lamar too because I hate when people are like, "Oh, he's a good running back." It makes me mad. I get triggered, which isn't going to help because people are going to say,
What are you
going to
do? What are you going to do? What do you want them to do with the number 1 pick? If they take Bryce Young, you are ... Fill it in. Mad lib.
Well, I'll tell you what I want to do, and I know we've been going long here, but I'll tell you exactly what I want them to do. Let me find. I actually got my GM hat on the other night, and I did a
saw
mock
this.
draft. Yeah, so I traded with the Texans, then I flipped that to Seattle, then I swapped it to Atlanta, then I traded with Detroit, and I got the Bears 3 2023 first rounders and 5 2024 first rounders. So, 6 2024 first rounders. Pretty good, right? I think I could get it where the Bears have every pick in the next year's draft.
I'd be like OKC.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you think?
Never have to draft. You just accumulate assets.
Yeah, right. Just keep getting it. Keep getting assets. Yeah, I don't know what they're. I mean, now we're just doing all football.
Okay, well, here, let's bring it back. What if the Bears traded it for Chris Middleton to make sure that Justin Fields still doesn't have help?
I like Chris Middleton. He's fucking good.
I mean,
he's really good.
He's good.
He's
Hurt,
underrated.
though.
What if hypothetically the Bears wanted to get Giannis at tight end? Could they?
Okay, now
could they send anything to the Bucs of value? Like, could it be cash considerations?
They should allow this.
Yeah.
They should absolutely allow.
No, we are now doing a thing that I've pitched to Simmons
yes.
numerous times, where he'll text back and go, "Oh, that's a good idea," and we don't ever do it.
Well, you should've
What
listened.
if you started?
Yeah.
What if you started doing?
He doesn't value
multiple,
you, Ryan. Not like us.
You need to stand up for yourself more.
You could be so good if he just let you be you.
That's such a great insult. You could be so good. If we just opened it up to multiple franchise same city trades,
Yeah.
like would you trade Justin Fields for LaMelo Ball right now, Big Cat? They need a
No, I would not
Panthers
because
need
I'm already dealing
okay.
with Alonzo's knee injury. What about though Zach LaVine for Michael Gallup and Tony Pollard? I would do that in a second.
You think that's enough? I don't think that's enough.
That might not
That's
be enough. But I
No,
would
that's not enough.
if we did this, if we actually did this, like say like we get to be the GMs, I would just trade all the assets on all the other teams and try to win a championship with one team, and then just start over and do the like shuffle the deck, where it's like the Cubs win 60 games and the Bulls win 12, but the Bears go 17-0.
And it gives you a nice break during the season. too.
right.
Like I think the real one for Boston fans would be like, would you trade Tatum? It'd have to be a 3-teamer because you'd get Burrow from Cincinnati, put him on the Pats, but that means Tatum would have to get flipped somewhere else. You'd have to maybe just give the Reds a starter.
No, Tatum would just play for Kentucky, save Cal's job. Done. Get colleges involved.
Joe just
No, I
actually
don't- don't be
texted me.
ridiculous.
He said he doesn't
Don't get
he doesn't
crazy.
see himself in a Matt Patricia offense.
Who said this?
Joe did. He just texted
Joe Burrow
PFT.
just texted me.
All right,
So there's your answer.
We should do. I mean, we're going to see you
I
Super
thought you
Bowl
were.
week. We
I
should do
thought
our
you were
best
reading it.
trades.
Okay, I thought you were reading as a text from your non-white athlete friend. I thought you got really
No,
excited.
he's white.
You're
This
holding
one's-
your-
this one's
you're
one of the
holding up
whites.
your
This
phone.
white. This one's white. But we should do an extended. Everyone bring their 5 best trades, city trades,
I like
City
do
trades.
and
I
you
like
could do
that.
college. You could do because a lot
No,
of Bengals.
college is out.
No,
You
but a
can't
lot
do
of
that.
Bengals fans are probably UK fans because it's right across the
No,
border.
then you're just gonna okay, but then the Reds are gonna have to get you're gonna have to figure out a way then to make it a 3 franchise thing where the Reds end up with something.
Yeah, true. All right. So, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Who gets the worst in this deal? The Lakers trade Darvin Ham to the Rams for Sean McVay. I think Sean McVay could win a title with the Lakers.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
I think McVay, if he's almost retiring every year now, I'm pretty sure with this Lakers group he wouldn't make it through the full season.
Maybe. I just love
Hey,
watching.
what would you do? See, I can't ask
Kevin
I can't
Durant
ask-
to
would
the
you-
Heat, Tua to the Jets. Both teams get better.
Durant?
Both teams get
that
better.
sounds like a good trade.
That's actually
Win-win.
I think Miami would do that. That'd be really funny though. I don't know. I don't know if they would do it. I don't know if they would do it because then you also have to factor in like how much each franchise means to a city. So like if I say to PFT, be like, would you do Bradley Beal for Derek Carr? You'd be like,
why'd
we're
you
done
do
and
Derek
done.
Carr?
That's such a depressing.
so mean.
It's actually perfect to describe like
That was so
my
mean.
my best hopes and dreams
Yeah.
as a DC sports fan. In my
Wait, you don't
wildest
want Derek Carr?
ambitions- No,
I'm a Derek
no,
Carr guy now.
No, I mean I would prefer Derek Carr to Carson Wentz, but like if you're asking me if I think
Would you? Well, brave.
yeah, well, I mean, I didn't want Carson Wentz last year. I want Derek Carr slightly more this offseason than I wanted Carson Wentz last
Ooh,
offseason.
what about Matthew Stafford retires Carson Wentz for Russell Westbrook straight up?
To play basketball?
No. Russell Westbrook goes to the Wizards. Carson Wentz goes to,
Oh.
to the Rams.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, well, I mean, Westbrook
Just
was
both take the problems.
he
Yeah.
was on the Wizards
I know,
for
right.
a while, and it was
I'm coming home. We can do the
Honestly,
video.
that's
at least it's
this
fine.
is one of the few times we found a Westbrook trade that works.
Yeah,
for the
I think
team
it
getting
does.
him.
You take our problem, we take yours.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I would actually be very happy with that. And then at least with the Wizards, if you have Westbrook, then you go out to the games just to root for triple doubles.
Yeah. All right, we need to do this. We need to do a full extended one. We'll do it Super Bowl week where we just all bring our best trades.
Yeah. Ryan,
All right.
my last
like
question. Do you want to apologize to us for stealing Max Homa?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Somebody just tagged us in a tweet
Yeah.
saying that we discovered Max Homa.
You know what,
and
though?
that it's not going to play with Max you having him on your show. So I feel like we need to now be defensive of Max Homa as our territory.
Well, can I just say, and I love Max, and I don't know if this is PC, but he's kind of a slut.
I'm okay with it. He's young.
No, I love banging him.
He's learning
but
his
he's kind
body.
of a slut. Yeah.
Phrasing.
Yeah, no, I phrased it correctly. I love my time I spend with Max Homa.
It's
You
fun,
guys,
you know? Like
you guys really want to roll up the sleeves right now and fucking do this for real?
Another 2 hours on this show.
no,
What was the one that we got?
You had a pretty tough cuck run with me. that
Yeah,
I
we had,
wasn't,
like-
I finally called you and was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah, it was like, we're
Which,
not
you
doing
know,
this. Yeah.
I think you know how much our friendship has meant to us. It's kind of fast forwarded. It's weird to have friends later, but we don't have to run into each other, so it's not that much. It's not like, oh hey, we have to make sure we're checking on each other, that kind of stuff. But I appreciate our friendship quite a bit. But between the LSU run,
Yeah.
and me having Homa on, and me being like, hey, you guys should have Homa on. And then he's on Sports Center, and Sports Center's like, hey, you yucking it up there with the old, the pardon my take guys.
I forgot about the
And,
LSU run. We did.
Van
We cucked
Pelt.
you hard. We cucked you hard on LSU. Oh yeah,
Van
that's
Pelt
what it was.
Masters
It was-
week?
It was Van Pelt Masters where I was like, yeah, you know
I-
what? This is And I think
I
it
called
also
and
was
was
the
like-
Anik. I think we had Anik like right before you had we had Anik on a Monday morning.
oh, he was like our second guest ever. on
yeah,
Pardon
you
My
barely
Take.
know him.
He and I worked together in 2003. I know him longer than everybody
I
else.
know.
Yeah, no, there's a long list that if I were younger, I probably would then try to be like, okay, we're going to war, but I have other hobbies.
Well,
luckily,
and
for you
also,
guys.
I think that our friendship always goes back to the core foundation of all three of our mutual hatred for like the majority of the rest of media.
Yeah, that's also true.
Right. So it's like, should I be mad at my friend, or should I keep being mad at the people I fucking actually hate in sports media?
But it was the only time where I think I called you and was like, hey, does your dick move when you have Van Pelt on Masters Week, knowing that's like, if there's a guy that's my guy, that's kind of my guy. And then to Big Cat's credit, he was like, a little. It moves a little.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe I need to, sharpen, iron sharpens iron. So maybe that's my fault.
Can you give us your title pick? We haven't done ours because it's the NBA preview. I'm going to go, you know what? I think this is the year. I'm going to go Suns over Nets.
I'm going to go Nuggets. This is my third year in a row picking the Nuggets. I'm staying on them. Nuggets.
How about this?
Imagine if the
Nuggets
Suns,
over
imagine
Suns.
if the Suns win and I take a victory lap. That would actually piss you off so bad.
No, it would. I don't care. I would be so happy for Chris Paul. I don't give a shit what other prices paid. If Denver's in the NBA Finals, we'll do a live show.
Yeah.
Herbs.
Yeah, I mean,
all three of us.
Yes, in Denver. Yes,
Nuggets. I love watching them. They're actually fun. People don't talk about the altitude in Denver.
Yeah. Hey, when you did your Denver live show, how many different drugs were handed to you? This is a coolness test. Because we had, by our count, I think 4
There's
different
cocaine, mushrooms. Somebody handed me Viagra.
Yeah, and then there was weed, obviously.
Yeah.
Is that because that picture the other day, the 50-year-old lady picture, which actually wasn't inaccurate?
Oh, the one where I looked like an old lady somehow? Yeah. I think actually by somehow I mean like, yeah, I know I actually just look like an old lady now.
It was really weird because I thought, oh, here's just a guy giving PFT the what for, and I was like, it's actually fairly accurate. On the coolness factor, it was a Tuesday night, and I had like 15 plus dudes that were my boys that were off in the corner. Their wives weren't thrilled with that crew on a Tuesday night into a Wednesday morning out of nowhere deal. But I wasn't offered any drugs. So yeah,
we gotta get those numbers up.
Yeah, that's tough because ours was on a Tuesday too. So
not even Winstrol.
Yeah.
I would have been psyched, especially with the altitude.
Yeah.
All right, so give us your finals, and then we'll end it.
Do not rule out Golden State.
No. Give us your finals.
Boston over Memphis.
There it is.
Okay.
That'd be a fun series.
It'd be fucking awesome.
What about NHL Stanley Cup Finals preview?
Yeah, let's get it all
Who
done.
do you got?
Oh.
And then Masters.
Also Australian Open, if you want to throw that in there.
You know what? Let's save it.
Okay. Do all of our previews. This has been a fantastic NBA preview.
It's just actually the sports year preview.
Yeah, with Ryen Russillo. We just covered all our bases because I'd get tweets being like, you guys ever going to talk about the NBA? It's like, bro, football's still on. And
no, I get tweets too. I got tweets when it was like, oh, hey, I can't believe those guys on Fox took that headlines today, tomorrow bit from Pardon My Take.
Oh, no. That was a instance where Colin stole from both of us independently.
Yeah.
So it isn't
a
Colin.
mashup. He did a mashup.
I'm going to stick up for Colin. It is not Colin.
Okay, whoever it was took your segment, tomorrow's headlines today, and then took our headline.
Yeah.
And then mashed them up together into one giant ball of theft.
It's like White Panda.
Oh, they took your headline.
Yeah, the actual headline we talked about on Friday with our guest Booger, who, I don't know, we should introduce you to him.
He's actually a good friend of mine. Booger's a good friend of mine. We hang out all the...
PFT found one.
Me and Booger donated $20,000 to the NAACP together 2 years ago. Ever heard of it?
Wow, guilty conscience.
I did. I saw Ravel tweet about it.
Wait, Stanley Cup.
I'm not locked in. I know the Bruins are on fired up. I don't know I know the Kings have had a decent record. Let's go Boston Kings.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My two homes.
All right, so that was it. We did the whole preview. So
baseball.
It's going to be called the Forbort Finals.
Ooh. Well, yeah, baseball. Give us baseball real quick.
Dude, fuck off.
All right, we'll see you in Super Bowl week.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye, Ryan.
Ryen Russillo is brought to you by Stella Blue Coffee. Stella Blue's premium blend of Rainforest Alliance certified Colombian and Central coffee is fantastic. I had a cup for breakfast today. I'm all out at my house because I drank
get you more.
I drank all of it. So I'm going to take this game-used Stella Blue coffee box home that we've had on the desk here. I'm taking that home because I am all out. I tried to get some this morning. There was no Stella Blue left. My day got off to a rough start. But Stella Blue coffee is delicious. It sponsored me and Donnie's trip to Qatar. Coffee hits different in the desert. It's great. Welcome to your new favorite cup of coffee. Right now you can try out the 3 delicious roasts: Positive Vibes Light Roast, Big Cat Blend Medium Roast, and Electric Avenue Dark Roast, and single-serve pods, freshly ground bags, or whole bean bags. Shop now. StellaBlueCoffee.com. StellaBlueCoffee.com.
The most ethically sourced beans out there.
That's good.
All the beans are ethical. That's a fact. Okay.
Somebody's going to look into that.
Yeah, they probably. That's bad. No, they are ethically sourced.
Is Maduro a good guy? I'm looking up where these beans came from. Who's Maduro?
They're ethically sourced.
Okay.
Ethically sourced beans. All right. We got some business we have to attend to. So, to recap, if anyone hasn't been following, we have our bowling bet, which we can announce January 31st, correct? PFT's birthday. We will be live bowling.
Bowlero.
That's perfect. Like, I used to always want to have a birthday party at the bowling alley.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So we'll get pizza. We'll have a great time. PFT and I will be calling Max and Jake trying to bowl. We made an extra bet.
Not the whole time.
Not the whole time, but some of it. We made an extra bet where if Jake beat PFT and I in picks this weekend, PFT and I would eat 6 hot dogs each at our own pace during Jake's bowling quest. So that would take 60 pins off at our own pace. And if PFT and I won, Jake would have to go to Kansas City for the Chiefs game. Shout out Game Time. We're going to get great prices if he has to go. Dressed as a felon. Chiefsaholic. He has to wear it on the plane. He has to go to the game. We ended up tying. We both went, 3 and 4?
3 and 4, yeah.
3 and 4. So we ended up tying. Shout out Brett Maher. He got us to this tie because if he had hit any of his extra points, we would have lost.
Unreal.
Oof, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, literally if you hit one of them.
No, it's fate.
Yeah, one of them.
It's destiny.
1 for 5.
Sure.
And Bucs missed a 2-point conversion.
Yep.
So,
So, it was the perfect way that we could get here is the coin flip. So we're going to do 7-game series of coin flips to decide who wins the bet. Also, tune in this for Friday's show. We're going to do the Ray Allen bet, where anyone who wants to get involved, it'll be whoever loses the most games has to tweet out.
I did the tweet, by the way. Did you guys see it?
What?
The Ray Allen tweet.
What tweet?
You tweeted it?
I did the Ray Allen tweet.
Oh, the highlight of the game against the Spurs.
Yeah, anytime someone asks now, I'm just going to quote tweet it with the 3 against the Spurs.
That's dirty. That's
Got
dirty.
it.
But wait, Big Cat. No, it's whoever wins gets to tweet out.
Oh, yeah,
the Ray
whoever
Allen
wins.
tweet
Whoever
this
wins.
weekend.
Whoever wins
we
gets
want
to do it. Yeah. So we'll figure out how we're going to do those picks. But the business at hand is we have to figure out if Jake and Billy are going to Kansas City or if PFT and I are eating hot dogs. I actually think that we should just go anyway, me and you, PFT.
Billy was shaking his head because a second ago I told him, we were planning out this weekend, right? And Billy's been, I know that he didn't really want to come to the stream last weekend, which is fine. He doesn't have to. It's
Well,
not
it's birthday
part of,
weekend.
Yeah, it's not part of his job to come to the streams. And so
Yeah, kind of is.
Well,
But
he did. Okay, so he missed out on last weekend's stream. I was there the whole time. Big Cat, you were there the whole time. And I was thinking to myself, Kansas City Chiefs, what are they known for? Beer and meat, a lot of meat. And I was like, that's kind of my thing, is beer and meat.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, Jake and I, we travel really well together, right?
So you're going to go instead.
We
the
did.
Boo bet was a very successful piece of
Oh.
Yeah. So we work well together on the road. But then it's like, Big Cat, when was the last time you got to go see a game live, right?
Live. So you and I will take Jake instead of Billy.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I think that's fair, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
We want to turn this trip into great content.
Yeah, we should go.
And so I would love to go down to this game. I was actually initially joking about it, but then I realized, wait a second, this is the Saturday early game. I could definitely make it
We're
down
back
there
in
for
this
that.
office before kickoff for the first game Sunday.
Easy.
Yeah, easily.
So, Billy, you're cool with this, right? Me and PFT swapping in?
Yes.
You
Well,
sound
no,
cool.
right now you have any chance you want to tell us that you're not cool with it.
I'm just never going to get excited about anything again.
Billy, I'm not going. Don't worry.
I might go.
I can't speak for PFT.
I know PFT
I
is
am not
actually going to go.
Billy,
I
it's
am not
okay.
going.
You said that you had big plans
I
for this trip.
I tweaked out when I got a little sense that this might be happening.
Watch it on PMTV.
Watch it on PB,
Yeah. Was it? Where was
PMTV.
it? Was it?
It was,
like
it was
out of a?
3/4 of a hot sauce.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10
Yeah.
is a hot sauce. It was a 7.5.
6.
Okay.
6.
It was getting up to like an 8 or
he had to
9.
excuse himself from the room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a hot sauce.
It was up to like
You
an
went
8
hot-
or
you went
9.
full hot
And
sauce.
they had
I didn't
the
go
full,
full
like,
hot
well,
sauce.
PFT was like, sit down. And
Yeah.
Billy's like, I'm not sitting down. And he's
Yeah.
like,
And then,
It was a
and then guess
medium.
what
You
happened?
Step 2.
It was a
Yeah,
medium.
no, but I
There
told
was
him
no
to sit down,
stepping.
and then guess what happened?
There
He
was
sat down.
a
He sat
medium.
down.
Bitch.
If there was hot, mild, and medium, this was a medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you
Compared
did
to sauces.
calm down after you sat down.
I can see the residuals right now. It was
No, it's-
definitely a hot.
You guys knew I was getting excited for this. I was going like last night in the group chat. I was getting super excited. Like I kind of wanted to make it look like a Vice documentary of like the real mascots, and we were like getting inclined with them, like because they do some crazy stuff.
This was one
We
of
were
my
getting,
favorite.
like,
I was reading
embedded
this.
with these super fans
go.
that are like absolute nutcases. I just like had this vision in my head that would have been fun. But
If you do
it's cool.
go,
Are you
if
gonna be able
Billy
to do
does
that
go-
vision and the Jets New York media vision at the
I-
same time? There's
I've
a lot on your
literally-
plate. A lot of visions.
The only thing that's been stopping this Jets thing has been all my new plans that pop up.
Yeah, right. You've
You've been
honestly,
working too hard.
I never saw that one
my
coming.
procrastination for this Jets thing I'm doing has been just great ideas all
You just
around.
got too much on your vision board.
Yeah,
It's a curse that your brain is so good that you're coming up with all these great ideas.
to procrastinate.
Yeah.
Once Billy said this, I was
To not do
I'm
the
kinda-
idea that takes a lot of work.
I'm kind of rooting for Jake and Billy to coach because I do.
So, I mean, it's
I'm
like
a huge
Albert
fan.
Einstein couldn't tie his shoes, right?
Right.
But he invented the nuclear bomb.
Right.
No, he didn't.
You're waiting. Well, he helped.
Yeah.
You're
started
You're
it.
waiting for your own Operation Paperclip, Billy.
No, not that one.
As a doc head, I love docs, and Billy last night said this, and I haven't really stopped thinking about it.
Where
He
does
said-
Where did he say this?
we in the group text? He
Is this
said-
in the group text that we saw that picture of you standing next to Jerry Jones?
He said
in the
we are
1950s?
we are literally
in
going
Arkansas?
to do a Vice type immersion into what these super fans get up to.
We're gonna put the meth in method acting.
Okay.
So
And now to do that, are
you're
you
not
going
really
to
selling
be,
you going on this trip right
Yeah.
now.
Are you also going to be drinking?
We're just gonna. It's gonna be fun.
Because I feel like you should.
be fun.
You're going to show up and someone's going to hand you a nice ice cold Coors Light. It's like
No,
right
no, no,
as
no.
you're leaving
We-
the stadium, you're like, "Yo, bro, can you make a quick TikTok real quick?" Yeah.
That's the video.
Yeah.
If you can secure Jackson Mahomes to do a TikTok with,
He's actually
He's back.
Kudos,
Yeah.
kudos to them. He's not. Is he back?
He's back. I think he's back for the playoffs.
I know, but he's like honestly, he like out of respect for his brother, he's kind of toned it down.
I don't
We
know
haven't
if
seen
that.
it.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know-
how it
I don't know
went down.
what
if it was a
happened.
respect for brother or told not to. I don't know.
you should, if you can secure doing a joint TikTok with Jackson Mahomes, I'll let you go to this.
And we are a Jackson Mahomes podcast.
Oh, for
we
sure.
defend him.
and Brittany too.
Yes.
I like, but I still want to do the PMTV.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
What do you-
But I'll
wait.
try to get that TikTok.
What do you mean?
We're gonna do a documentary.
Oh, I don't want to put too much on your plate.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
No, that's not. Okay, you know
we'll
what,
see if you
guys?
can deliver. All right,
I'm
all right.
not going. It's fine.
No,
I got
you're
really
going, you're
excited
going.
for it.
Well,
I'm not
we don't
going.
know.
Yeah, we don't-
we
not
don't
going.
know. We don't know.
I'm
I
just
know.
putting it
Billy,
down
I
right
was
now.
just saying
I'm not
if we-
going no matter what. I've already dealt with my. I'm not going to get excited. I'm
Your
not going.
emotions.
Okay.
And you've dealt with them well.
Here.
Okay. The coin flip. 7-game series. How do you want to decide who gets to call? I think we should go classic NBA Finals 2-3-2.
I like 2-3-1-1-1.
Okay, all right,
Switch it back,
2-3-1-1.
right? So 2-2-1-1-1.
I said classic.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
classic.
But now we need to figure out who the home team is. So I was thinking that we flip for the home team
Okay.
to see who gets home.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you get what would you like for the home team? We'll give you.
This is to pick.
This is to pick.
not an
We'll give you
official
the
pick.
ability.
You're getting the temporary 1 seed
Yeah.
to call.
So you get the
this.
first 2 picks.
Okay.
So I'm calling the air. Every flip is gonna be the same. It's going to be in my hand.
And what if
on-
it falls? Void?
No. Come on, bro.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
like,
He's not going to drop it.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. Tails.
It's tails.
All right. So
Okay,
you
so I get to pick game one.
Tails.
do you want to be home
Uh,
or defer?
I'll be home.
Okay.
Memes, you want us to stand over here? Why don't you get over here so I can show you the coin after every flip? All right, you're home. The first game is up. What
Game
is your
one.
pick?
New series. I said in the air or I said before?
Whatever you want to do.
Tails.
Okay. Should have said it in the air.
Don't break your apple.
That's a heads. We're up 1-0.
Okay. Nice.
Should have said
Love
in
it.
the air.
We just stole home field.
Should have
You
said in
did
the
steal
air.
home.
We're the 1 seed
Series
now.
doesn't start until the road team wins.
Okay.
We
Would you like-
just did.
Yeah, so series started.
Yeah, series just started.
Series officially on.
All right,
and
1-0 us.
we just took the 1 seed from you.
Yeah.
You did.
All right. Would you like to call in the air before?
Before.
Okay. What would you like to call?
Tails.
Okay. That's a heads, 2-0.
Oh wow.
Oh,
no.
Just took home advantage.
Wait, Billy, how are you feeling, Billy, right
Billy's
now?
rooting.
I'm so goddamn confused.
We're up
Why?
2-0.
What?
Well, I don't even know if I'm going. Like I
Oh,
like
all right.
We're up
ever
2-0.
since I sat
Billy,
down, I've been a
this is not-
whirlwind of like
Billy,
I'm-
relax. It's not about you. We're up 2-0 for Jake. If we beat Jake, he has to go to Kansas City.
Yes.
Right, we don't know who's joining me yet.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
PFT, why don't you call it for us?
Okay, I'll call it.
All right.
It's been heads twice in a row.
It's been heads twice in a row.
Wow, that's
I don't
wild.
want to put pressure on you. Do you want to
That's
talk
wild.
about what we want to call?
No, I think
So
we
a lot
know.
of options we can go with. We
I
go
think
heads, we
I
go
think
tails,
we know what
go
I'm going to
tails,
call
we
right
go
now.
Heads.
Yeah,
Call it in the air.
in the air like a man. Tails never fails.
It's a tails.
Yeah, of course it is.
3-0.
Of course it is. You got to pick
Bring
tails.
out the brooms.
3-0.
Bring out
Yeah.
the brooms.
Is this going to be a sweep?
Yeah.
Billy's freaking out.
I want Jake to win now.
All right, ready?
I don't want to get the
This is game
FOMO.
4.
Billy wants no trip now.
I mean, this is game 4.
Yeah.
You ready?
FOMO would be terrible.
Yep. Tails.
It's a heads.
Ooh,
3-1.
3-1.
Oh, no. Most dangerous lead in all sports.
Don't
Yeah,
let
one
this
more home
distract
game.
you.
All right.
Wait, is it 1-1-1?
oh, yeah,
No,
what did we
yeah.
decide?
Yeah, 1-1-1. So it's Jake now.
My turn. Series shifts back.
Got Chill in the bump tonight. Pedro tomorrow. Game 7. Anything can happen.
Game
Would
5.
you like to call it before?
Cowboy up, Jake.
I'll call it in the air.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You sure? You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Tails.
It's a tails.
Oh.
3-2.
The series moves back.
Oh my God. PFT, we gotta
Jake,
get
you
this
should
one.
or Hank, you should bring back Cowboy up for your boys. It's a nice little tie-in with
that's a good
Boston.
call.
Yeah.
PFT, I don't want to go back
can't
on
when
the
you-
road.
No.
I don't want to go back
Game 7 on the road?
I'm not packing a suit
Yeah,
to go back.
I'll bring one suit to Dallas. Pat Riley.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Are you going to call it?
No, you're gonna call it. I'm just getting myself prepped.
Mentally prepared?
It's 3-2.
3-2 in favor of the cat
I'm
and the
ready.
commenter.
I'm ready.
All right.
The cat and the commenter.
All right, ready? Here we
That
go.
felt weird. Mr. Cat, Mr. Commenter.
Tails. It's tails. It's got to be tails.
It's heads.
Fuck.
It's 3-3.
Oh, my God.
You gotta be
This is
kidding me.
2004 Red Sox or
my God.
Game 7. Hey, the league's loving this. They got a Game 7.
Shut up, Jake.
Coin rigged.
Would you like to call it in the air
You guys
or before?
can't blow a 3-0.
PMT rigged
This sucks.
for
This
ratings.
sucks. I'm going to get triggered if we lose this.
Actually,
Just
like
so
the
everyone
best
knows.
thing for ratings would probably be just have it be 4-0.
Billy,
So
where
people
are
stop
you
listening
feeling?
to
How are
this
you
segment.
feeling?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not getting excited for anything. I'm losing. I don't even know what's winning and what's losing.
Yeah, what is a win for Billy?
Let's let Billy call the last one. Yeah, we can. What? Why not? Why can't we
I'm
have
fine.
him call it?
I'm fine. Actually, tell you what, you guys can discuss.
No, I want just Billy. Just Billy. So that way, if
well, what
he
does Billy
loses, it's
want?
his fault. Billy, you call this one in the air.
So if I get it, we go.
No, it's not. This is
Don't
just
worry
for
about
me.
This
This
is
is
for
just
you.
for me.
Yeah, yeah. So
But you're the honorary picker.
If you get it, you don't go. So you
Right.
you want to pick
but
whichever
if
one
he
you
doesn't
think is
get it,
gonna.
he might not go either.
Yeah, correct.
Correct.
I just drank
You're-
a ton of pre-workout.
If you get it,
my
if,
heart is
Billy, if
pounding.
you get this,
Jake,
you
you
are
got to. I mean, Billy, you got to assume they'll never fuck with you, and you're going to go. Right?
you're
Like,
I don't know.
guaranteed.
I don't
Billy,
know.
if you get this, Jake wins, and you are guaranteed to not go.
So I want to pick the wrong thing.
Correct.
You still might not go if you pick the wrong thing.
Billy, pick this.
Billy, this is the thing you were born to do.
All right, you ready, Billy?
You just got to be wrong once.
You ready?
Okay.
Would you like to
So
call,
I
it
gotta
in the air, or before? You can call it before.
I'm gonna call it in the air.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Heads.
It's heads. Jake is not going. Billy, how could you?
Congrats, Jake.
Billy, how could you do that?
Billy, I was going to let you go to
fucked
Kansas
that up
City.
so bad,
3-0
Billy.
lead.
I was fucking.
Billy, you fucked that up so bad.
I was fucking with you the entire time, Billy.
Oh man.
You think I want to go travel on
I'm
one
gonna-
weekend where I get to chill out? No,
Man.
I got dinner plans Friday.
And now I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna say it right now. I hate Jake's face. I hate him.
I have to go for the AWLs.
No, you're not going. Shut up. It's a bet.
God,
bet.
Jake.
No, I don't. There's nothing worse than a bet that's being like, well, we'll do both sides. No.
Bet's a bet.
A bet's a bet. PFT and I will eat 6 hot dogs each.
Well, that's
we
a
will
bet too.
take
We
our
had
time.
we had the football bet.
Yeah, but this added an element to it. That was just a whole other addition bet. We're not. You guys are not going.
Yeah.
And we're gonna eat 6 hot dogs, and it sucks. And
I might
everything
still go.
Sucks.
I was looking at barbecue places all week.
Everything sucks.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I might go to Kansas. If we have any listeners, I don't know. Do you think we have any AWLs in Kansas City? If we do, hit me up and let me know if there are any fun things to do in Kansas City, specifically revolving around meat, drinking, having a good time, hanging out, that sort of thing is kind of what I'm looking for this weekend. So if there's anybody out there like that, just let me know. But I'm probably not.
This is really disappointing. This is really disappointing.
Why would
You've
I wanna-
disappointed. You've disappointed all the AWLs, Jake, to the utmost.
Didn't you just say it would be Billy's fault?
No, you did. No, it's your fault now. I've decided.
I'm
that
willing to
it's
pay on my own and go and do this content.
No.
I'm serious.
You're fired if you go.
you. Yeah.
Wow.
You better not step foot in Kansas City this weekend. You're banned from Kansas and Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna eat those hot dogs so slow.
I'm gonna get giant hot dogs. I'm gonna have 6 huge.
I'm gonna
hot
get a
dogs.
hot dog from every borough in New York, delivered. It's gonna take a while. You get one from Staten Island.
I'm gonna have Frank deliver my hot dogs to me one at a time. So he's gonna leave and go get the hot dogs,
yeah.
and then come back with a hot dog.
But at
He's
least
pretty
you'll
quick
get
about
pins
that.
off from us.
Yeah, I mean, I think the AWLs deserve extra content. So I don't know how we can.
Should've-
Yeah, you
picked
could do the
worse.
Ray Allen tweet. That's great content.
That's not content.
That's great
That is
content.
not content.
That's perfect content.
That is not content. I thought this Kansas City thing was in the same category as the dip, as the boobs, like funny but not crossing the line, my line.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's why it was.
That's okay. It's okay. The coin doesn't lie.
Yeah, we can't go against a bet. It just is what it is. You guys go to a regular season game next year or something. Won't be as fun.
Yeah.
All
Coin
right.
don't lie.
That's really disappointing. I'm disappointed. I'm personally
For
disappointed.
the
We should have
record,
picked better.
I was gonna call tails if it was my pick.
Well, it wasn't. And PFT would have called tails. So Billy, back to Billy. Billy's 100% to blame. You know what it is too?
Tails never fails.
And I
so
hate
picked
to, I
heads.
hate to say that Billy's brain is this simple.
Wait. What did you just say?
Tails never fails. So I picked heads because I only wanted to lose.
Oh, got it.
Okay. All right. Are you sure you did that though? Because you peeked at what the coin what it was on my thumb, and it was heads, and I was like, "What is he doing? You got in your own head?"
What are you talking about?
You looked at the coin when I was about to flip.
yeah.
You saw it heads, and you're like, "Oh, it must be tails."
Because tails never fails.
Right.
Right.
So I
His logic
always
makes perfect sense.
No, I know you were
You were
trying,
trying to lose.
Yeah. God damn it. That's a bummer.
It is.
That's a real bummer.
memes and I like.
Great
talking
job,
about it all
Billy.
week.
Memes, are you happy or are you sad?
He was devastated.
Memes has never been to an NFL game.
Wow.
I mean, I guess Billy could go. Billy and memes could go.
You
Just
think
no
so?
Jake.
You think Billy's earned it?
I don't know.
Why don't we flip a coin?
I actually have to do Billy's review soon.
Why don't we flip a
Yeah,
coin?
let's flip a coin to see if Billy and memes can go. Billy, you get to call it. If you're right, you get to go. Jake's not going. Jake's out.
But Billy,
Jake's out. We're eating the 6 hot dogs. That part is just final. No negotiations.
But Billy, if you're wrong, you have to do the first day with Jake.
oh, I like the twist. It's one day, pretty much.
And you're not allowed to drink beer.
Yeah, I love this.
First day.
You have to do one day
my
with
God.
Jake,
Now,
but you can't drink any of the
and
beer.
here's an extra one. Jake, will you do the right thing because Billy saved you there? Would you donate either my hot dogs or PFT's hot dog to Billy?
So I would have to eat 6 and take off. That
No.
would-
He would eat 6 for you. I'd eat 6 for Billy.
Oh, okay. So it would be 30 pins off.
Yeah.
I would take that deal.
Okay. Great. All right.
I also,
so
I'm still saying, like, for the AWLs, I'm willing to do this.
you
originally.
can't go
Okay.
because we have to keep the bet.
but Billy,
but we-
If Billy
it's up to
would
you.
go.
You can
Billy
say
would
that
go
you-
as a different. Billy would go as a different video. It's like he's not dressing up. He's going to do his Vice documentary.
Oh, okay.
but he can also dress
No, I'm
up.
dressing
you can dress
up.
up, but
Yeah,
you have to
Chief
do your
Saholic.
Vice documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't dress up
Okay.
as Chief Saholic.
What about
We have to keep
Wait.
that punishment on the line.
what about X Factor?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. All right.
Or Red Extreme?
All right, Billy.
Wait. Could I do both?
What? No.
No.
This
very-
is the last
very
coin
simple.
flip.
And
We're
you
done
can,
after this.
you can elect not to flip a coin too.
Yeah.
You can say no; those stakes are too high for
Look,
me.
it would be a great thing because if you lose this, you having to do the bowling challenge with them is going to be very funny.
Does just the first day?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be one day.
Just the first.
Does memes?
Just the first day.
Does memes get to come to
Yeah.
Kansas City?
Yes.
Yeah, you
and
need a
memes.
camera
Yes.
person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What memes?
So
memes.
mad.
What are you
Hey.
thinking? Heads or tails?
You have to get this right to go to Kansas
So
City.
this is a trip or the punishment, nothing in between.
correct.
Gonna go with tails.
All right.
Gonna go with tails.
It's a working trip though.
Gonna go with tails.
It
Never
is a
fails.
working trip, Billy.
I know.
We need the Vice. We need the Vice video.
Drones.
Hank is obsessed with this Vice idea.
I just
we
love
go. Like-
Vice documentaries. They're so serious.
Why did you just flip?
It's tails. No, it's heads. You lost. It was heads.
But you flipped it twice.
I know. I was trying to get it so you go, but it's heads. You're bowling.
What?
Meme saw it on camera. It's heads.
It was heads twice.
It was heads. It was heads. You lost. You're bowling.
So this just turned from Billy
Yeah.
going on a trip
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Billy
No, this is
getting last place with
Yeah,
me.
and you get less help. Yeah, this is great.
Oh, I get a little less help.
You
So
get a
that's my
little less
only
help.
punishment
Yeah.
from today's events.
Yeah.
Sorry, Billy.
30 pins.
Memes, you saw it. It was heads first.
We gave you an
can
opportunity.
confirm.
We were almost too fair about that.
I was trying to get you to win. I flipped again because I was like, let's get it tails, but no, it was heads. It was heads. Go watch the tape. It was heads. I'm not. It was heads.
The coin really doesn't want us to go to a football game. Any of us.
All right, so this is actually good for the AWLs though, because now you got Billy, Max, and Jake bowling, and Jake and Billy don't. They have
We each get 30 pins off.
you get 30 pins off when we finish our hot dogs. So anyone who says that we've now helped them out, we've actually made it worse for everyone. Pretty much. And no trip. Billy, if you put together Billy, I'll say this, Billy. If you put together an actual plan, I think going to the AFC Championship game, which actually would be very interesting to see Chiefs fans not like out in a neutral site.
Well, what if they have to win?
Yeah, I know.
True.
I'm saying you could maybe go to the AFC Championship game I need to see like a real actual plan of what you want to do
Oh, he's got a plan.
because it is expensive. Frank, we can only send Frank to the Dolphins for 2 quarters.
We can have Billy. Maybe we can flip for it again next week.
Yeah,
Or
we'll do
what
that.
if you guys do a divisional round competition?
Yeah, we can maybe give you that chance, Billy. So hold on to that thought. All right, let's wrap the show up.
If you win, if it's Bengals, Chiefs, if you win, you have to go as X Factor.
Let's worry about
If
that.
you lose,
Yeah,
you have to go
let's
as
worry about it later.
Harambe.
All right.
I mean, the Bengals are going to beat the Bills. We've already seen it.
Yeah, that's true. 7-3.
Yeah, history repeats.
And driving.
Yeah. Numbers. Hank, have you ever gotten this?
No, 17. Shout out
Do
to
you-
my sister. It's her birthday.
Oh, shout out.
17th.
17.
Shout out.
It stayed
One
at
time.
17?
One time, Maddie, yeah.
Oh, today is the 17th.
18.
Wow, if you were ever going to get it, you're on a hot streak. Your Cowboys Super Bowl ticket cashed. Like,
I could cash out, but I'm not going to.
no, why would you? They're going to win the Super Bowl.
92.
20.
I'll go 71.
69.
4 for memes.
All-time bag fumble by Billy.
You've never gotten this?
No, I've never gotten it.
By the way, the safe is here and it is fully paid up. It's like 57. 57. Fuck that. 57. Not even.
Love you guys.